Hmm. What's up, Red Rock? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? How the heck are we doing? Let's go. Sheesh. Sheesh. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Mr. Jacob. How we doing today? How are we doing today? Um. Um. How long is 3 minutes? 180 seconds? 150 seconds. Hold on, I'm trying to set something in here. Set something up here, chat. Okay. Okay. Oh my God, Pain with 1,000 biddies. Let's go. What's up, Hooter? How we doing? How we doing? All right, chat. I'm trying to figure something out here. Okay, give me a second here. Okay, that worked. Now, what if I do this? That did not work. Okay. Oh my God, Raider Ralph with the tier 1. Let's go. We are going crazy today. Pain, thank you for the 1,000 biddies. Okay, let me say hello to everybody. I'm trying to set up a hotkey to like record vertical clips rather than the horizontal that I always get. Okay. What's up, Jacob? What's up, Wizard? How we doing? What's up, Red Daddy? Good morning. PvP for the first time today. It was about 50-50, but I have a 350k raid. Okay, W. Damn, that's crazy. Hell yeah, bro. That sounds like fun. I'm glad you did that. What's up, Hooter? How we doing today? What's up, Tacticat? Good morning. Good freaking morning. I've lost morning privileges. No. You guys have lost non-morning privileges. Think about that. What's up, Arctic Wolf? Good morning. How we doing today? Ambio, Yodelin, how we doing? Good morning. Sheesh. In Joan time or normal time? Who even knows anymore? You know what I mean? Who even freaking knows anymore? Paying again. Thank you for the 1,000 biddies. Let's go. 006. Good morning. How we doing? Raider Ralph, thank you for the tier freaking 1. I appreciate that. Thank you for the 3 months of tier 1. Good morning. What's up, Drizzy? How we doing today? Nesdor, how we doing today? Thank you for the popular vote and the Joan Bear. I appreciate that. What's up, Nate? How we doing? What's up, Deftones? What's up, Pino? Good freaking morning, everybody. Drizzy with the 15 stream streak. That's a streak right there. That's a W streak. What's up, Bullet? How we doing? Good morning. My daughter now says good morning in Joel's voice. Okay, that's actually that's concerning. I'm gonna be honest with you. I have invaded your lives way too much. What's up, Cluey? How we doing today? Okay, chat. I'm trying to set up something so I can hotkey, but I don't fully understand how this works. No, that's not what I want. I want trying to set up something on my Stream Deck so I can clip stuff on my OBS, but it's using a different like clipping system than the normal clipping system. Hotkey switch? Toggle between two commands? No. I just wanted to press one single button on my PC, basically. Let me try something real quick. Let me try something real quick. It's making me log in. I don't like this. Okay, that's installed. Just trying to figure something out real quick. Trigger rule. What's that? I don't know what that means. This is not working. Okay, whatever. We'll sort it. I'll just have to do it by hand, I guess. We'll just have to do it by hand. How we doing, everybody? I hope y'all having a fantastic freaking day. Thank you so much for being here. Welcome in, welcome in. What's up, mister? How we doing? How we doing? How we doing? We're going streaking, he says. We're going streaking. What time is it for you? It is 7:07 right now, Cluey. 7:07. I am in Kentucky in the U.S. It is actually not morning, but I wake up at like 4 p.m. every day. This is the first time I've talked to you guys for the day, so it's like morning for us. You know what I mean? It's like the morning of my stream. And then when we finish stream, it's like nighttime. It's like good night, and I'm saying bye to you. You know what I mean? Sheesh. I need October to get here already. What's happening in October? the new Arc Raiders update? If that's what you're talking about, I am down for that. Mister, thank you for the heart meat. Let's go. Thank you. Yoda Lynn, how we doing with the 90 stream streak? That's a big, juicy streak right there. Let's go. Update and COD. Yeah. When does COD hit? Anybody know when COD hits? Morning felt like forever ago. Long day today. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Yeah, that's true. You guys are like, your morning was like 10 hours ago. Yeah, no, Deftones, I feel that. I understand that. Deftones, I'm going to be honest with you. I was on Call of Duty last night and I saw your name in my list and your clan tag was bored. And so that checks out. I get it. October 23rd. Okay, so basically, Arc Raiders is going to hit October 8th. We're going to get essentially 15 days of Arc Raiders update before anything else hits. So we're going to get about 2 weeks of a little over 2 weeks of Arc Raiders update before anything else hits. So we're going to have like 2 weeks of beautiful Arc Raiders-ness. Everybody's going to be back on Arc Raiders for those 2 weeks. And then MW4 is going to drop with DMZ and hopefully at some point Warzone. Sometimes Warzone drops a little after the multiplayer drops. But yeah, so we'll have that. Then depending on how that is, we'll still be on Arc Raiders or we'll be on MW4 or both. And then November like 19th or something like that is when GTA 6 drops, and then we'll be on that. What's up, Socrates? I gave up COD when they ruined DMZ. What'd they do to ruin it? Or you just didn't like it from the jump? Because I didn't like it from the jump, but I also never give it a full try. Pain, thank you for the heart, man. I appreciate that. Let's go. What's up, Nesdor? How we doing? How we doing? October's going to be like Christmas. But then what's Christmas going to be like? You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? What's Christmas going to be like? Well, Nestor, here's the thing about COD, and I have this opinion, is that like everybody says what you just said. COD is meh. To me, it's always the same, right? So there are people that say that, like you, and that is a valid complaint. There are then the equal amount of people on the flip side of it that say they get pissed off anytime COD tries anything new. Anytime they try anything new, they're like, this isn't classic COD. We don't like it. You know what I mean? And so COD has this thing where like they got to walk a fine line between like trying to please the people who don't want anything to ever change, and then the people who do want new stuff and, you know, want the game to be fresh and new. And it's like kind of a hard line for them to walk. There are people who want COD to be the same way it was 20 years ago. And it's just like, that's never going to happen, but those people exist and they still pay for the game, and they're a large chunk of Call of Duty's like paying community. And so it's like very difficult for COD to work through that. What's up, Prod? Good morning, good morning, good morning. No need to worry. Kayla has arrived. Welcome. Good freaking morning, Kayla. How we doing? What's up, Johnny? How you doing? What's up, Smokey Steve? Thank you for the heart, me. I appreciate that. Thank you. Christmas will be like July. Okay. I am hearing you. I am down for July Christmas. What's up, Sergeant Mountain Dew? Good freaking morning. Let's go. We'll be back to being bored of games. No, literally, probably. What's up, Obi, bro? How we doing? What's up, Johnny? Christmas would be depressing because we got everything in October. That's, you know what's crazy is that's actually a problem that I've had my entire life. Is like Christmas, not my entire life. When I was a kid, this wasn't a problem, but like as an adult, this is a problem. Is that anytime my parents are like, "Yo, what do you want for Christmas?" Because they always want to get me something, because we didn't have like that crazy of Christmases when I was growing up, and now that we're like doing okay, they want to, you know, try to make up for it. But whenever Christmas rolls around, I have already bought everything that I've wanted throughout the year. I don't wait to buy stuff. I just go get it. And then like when Christmas rolls around, there's just nothing I want because I've already gotten everything, which is exactly what you're talking about with the video games. Good morning, Prod. How we doing? Good morning. What's up, Just Fries? How you doing? They will never be fresh and new because they copy content from other games companies and vice versa. Well, yeah, all of the companies do. I mean, you know what I mean? Like Fortnite dropped a battle royale, then COD dropped one, then Apex dropped one. But then, you know what I mean? Like they kind of like take stuff back and forth from each other. Warzone had the ability to get your teammates back at buy stations. Fortnite didn't have that originally, I don't think. And then Fortnite's like, oh, well, now we're going to put the revive vans in. And so like they're always kind of taking stuff back and forth from each other. I mean, DMZ is going to take a bunch of stuff from Arc Raiders, right? DMZ is going to take a bunch of stuff from Arc Raiders. What's up, Ryden? Good morning. You get the sandwich kit? Oh, no, I need to redeem that still. I need to do that. I have not gotten that yet. Kayla, I am doing fantastic. I'm having a good day. Little brother just dropped me off a candle. He started his own business and making them, and he's 17. That's a freaking W. That kid's going places. That kid is going places. Let's go. Just as someone streamed on TikTok and they said MW4 is ass, and I asked why, and they said the movement's ass. Here's my take is that this is exactly what I'm talking about though, is you're gonna have a group of people who played BO7 and BO6, complained nonstop about it, right? Like the entire community was like, we hate BO7 and BO6, but they probably liked the movement. Like they probably liked BO7 and BO6. They just wanted to complain about it, but they liked the movement. And now that MW4 is saying, okay, well, if nobody liked that, we're going to try something different. We're going to go a little bit of a different direction. They've gone this different direction, and now everybody's like, no, you can't take the Omni movement away from us. It's too slow now. And it's just like, oh, brother, what? They can't win. I'm not even trying to be like a, you know what I mean? Like an Activision Glazer or Sheep or whatever. Like, but it's just like I coming to Arc Raiders for as long as I've been on Arc Raiders, and then coming back to COD and seeing how the COD community treated this beta just makes me sit here and think that none of them want to be happy about anything. They want to log on and be upset. That's what it feels like. A sweatshirt inside out? No. The logo? It's on the outside. Sad the beta's gone already? I know, Prob, but give it 3 days and it'll be back. Let's go. 3 freaking days. Ambio with the 45 stream streak. Thank you. Dark Catcher, thank you for the 125 stream streak. Those are some W streaks. What's up, Christina? Thank you for the rose. I appreciate that. What's up, Sinatra? I'm tripping. See, logo's on the outside. The logo is coming off a little bit. The little tail on the swoosh is curled up a little bit. I've washed this shirt too many times. Ooh, I'm also tripping. We're all tripping. Okay, Prod. When I signed on in for Combat Records, I was supposed to get a charm, a few PPBP, a PPBP, few other things, and I didn't get half the stuff. So next time you might want to check yours. Okay, I will. I might check it tonight or something. Death Tones, if you're asking me if I want a Bobcat blueprint, I am good. I even have an extra one currently. I even have an extra one that I'm sitting on currently. See right there. I am okay. I'm pissed at my Subway. It's not doing the Arc Raiders thing. Never mind. I can't say what I was going to say. I was about to tell you to do something that you very much should not do. Well, those players are going to buy the game no matter what, then they don't have to, like that's the thing, right? Like, the only way people are ever going to get, like, Arc Raiders to change anything, or not, sorry, COD to change anything, is stop buying the game. But then you have people like me who I'm happy with the game no matter what. Like, I'm going to buy it just because I like playing it. I like having something to grind. I'm not that upset about movement being slower or whatever. Joe, I'm back on Arc. Nice. Yeah, we're going to do some trials today. Probably try to record them, maybe post YouTube videos about them. Who knows? We'll see. I'll probably end up just dying every time. Fans have proven time and time again that fans have no idea what they want. It's the same thing. It's the same thing with like comic book stuff, like Marvel movies and stuff. People just want to be upset online about stuff. That's all it is. Me, like someone who's like slightly outside of that community, and I just go watch the Marvel movies for the fun of it. I have loved every single Marvel movie that has ever come out. I've had zero complaints. They're all very enjoyable. But if you're like in that shit and you're posting online about it, and like you possibly have a YouTube channel about it and you're making money, your whole shtick is like you got to get people upset in the comment section. How's the diet going? Pretty good. You know what? You guys want to see something crazy? I built a website for my diet. Y'all want to see this? It's like a local thing. Trying to think of the best way I can show this to you. Don't really know how to show this to you easily. Let me do this. Give me a second here, chat. Yeah, this is a better way of doing this. This might be a little bright here for a second. Hold on. I built a website to help like keep track of my stuff. I'm way behind on chat, by the way. That a rope chain? I don't know what the fuck it is. I bought it from like one of those like mall fucking jewelry places like 10 years ago. Probably some sort of rope chain. I don't know. Why did you just rub his nipple like that? Hey. Okay, here you go. I built this website. I didn't build it. I'm going to be honest with you. Claude built it. But basically it keeps tabs of like my daily, I'm sorry. I've been tracking it for about 3 days now on this website. I had a Google Docs spreadsheet that I was using. But basically like I can come in here now and like I've added on the right here a bunch of like meals that I like eat over and over and over and over and shit. And I can come in here and I can like do this drop down of like meals that I regularly eat, and it has the calories built in, keeps track of like total calories I've eaten, total like left in the goal that I have. And then like my total deficit for the day, and it kind of keeps tabs of it right now. So like right now my deficit is way big because I've only had one meal today. And then I've got another tab that I'm working on here that's going to be a whole much more in-depth thing that's going to be basically like calculating my daily burn, like my daily, like how many calories I burn on a daily basis based on my weigh-ins plus how much I'm eating. But it's going to take like 30 days for it to actually have an accurate reading on that. But it's going to have like a whole algorithm built in for that. The fuck boy chain. That's what I'm talking about. Sheesh. So yeah, that's how the diet's going. I've lost about, let's see, what did I weigh in today at? I weighed in yesterday at 319 or 319.8. Today I was 321.2. No. Today I was 320.2. So I've lost about 11 pounds since I started this, which was about 3 to 4 weeks ago. Nothing crazy. Why can't I put this back in this browser? Oh, that's because it's not. All right, I'll figure that out later. Pretty sure you look slimmer already, not gonna lie. Shirts are a little looser on you. A little bit, yeah, for sure. A little bit. Like when I look at myself in the mirror, I feel like I look the same. But like, especially my stomach used to like, it was full and it was like, you know, it was firm, not firm like in a weird way, but like, it's just like if you grabbed my stomach, it was a big stomach. Now it's like much softer, and like when I like press my fingers into it, like it doesn't feel as firm and stuff. So I'm definitely, you know what I mean? That's true. Jake. I forgot to take a picture at the start of all this. I should probably take a picture now, and then when I lose some in the future, yeah. No, I get it. Sheesh. I missed a lot. Hammer, how we doing today? Hammer, I'm gonna get a puka shell necklace now. What's up, Tessa? How we doing? Good morning. Clayman with the 40 stream streak. Let's go. Fenrir, thank you for the tier 1 sub. Fenrir, thank you. Fenrir, how we doing today? Fenrir, I ran into somebody in Call of Duty the other day named Fenrir, and I thought it was you. What's up, Will Sizzle? Good morning. People do thrive in being upset about anything. I'm trying to take a completely different tone and tact than that. I have no interest in being upset about everything all the time. I have no interest in being upset about everything all the time. What's up, Tasha? Good morning. How we doing? Supreme, how we doing today? What's up, Joseph? Okay. Let's go. Balls, good morning. Okay. Let's lock in. Lock in, Twin. Lock it the freak in, everybody. So we're going to do some trials today. Let's see what trials we have on. We're going to do some trials today. All right, so we got to open spaceport containers within the spaceport walls, damage wasps, search husks, destroy ticks, and then damage arc enemies using light impact grenades. This is the one where I think the best time to do this is going to be on the matriarch probably. And so we're going to have to grind a bunch of light impact grenades and throw them all at the matriarch. We can certainly do that at some point. Let me see what it takes to make light impact grenades. Just chemicals and plastic parts. So I'm going to grind a bunch of chemicals and plastic parts. We need... Okay. We're going to need a lot of chemicals. We've got quite a few plastic parts, but we could always use more. I may do like my normal oil grind for cars and stuff, because that usually has a ton of chemicals. Although hospitals also got a ton of chemicals too. So we'll see about that. But we got a lot of stuff we can work on here with trials and whatnot. Sheesh. I got something firm you can push on. It's crazy. Wasn't me. I'm gonna be honest. I've never played COD. You know what? That's actually not that insane. Surprisingly, when we went and played COD for a couple of days, there's a lot of people in chat who are like, "I've never seen this before. I've never played this before. I've never done this. What is this?" My wife's cooking is too good to be on a diet. Blame her. Look, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, just showing you guys that all the stuff that's in my list of things that I eat within my calorie restrictions, it's all the same stuff I've always eaten. It's just a little less of it, right? Or like even Chick-fil-A is a good example. Chick-fil-A, I used to eat a #1 sandwich meal with the fries, with no pickles, large with the Diet Coke, and then I'm gonna get a 12-count nuggets on top of that. Now I've taken the chicken sandwich out. I've replaced that with a second 12-count nuggets, no fries, and I just do 2 12 counts of nuggets, so 24 nuggets, and it's 800 calories, which I'm shooting for about 2,200 calories a day. and 800. If I do that, that's one meal. Another meal around 800 calories. That's 1,600 calories. That leaves me another 600 calories to do a small meal or snacks the rest of the night. And so the calorie counting thing's actually not as bad as I thought it was going to be. What's up, JRP? How we doing? I'm interested in it. Just never pulled the trigger. I went BF6 instead when it came out. Okay. Call of Duty is much more brain dead than BF6, and it's like I feel like much faster paced. It's like a little more. It's just more brain dead is the best way I can put it. Just a little more brain dead. Did those on Turbine? He got a high score last time. Okay, wait, hold on. Those are not bad then. No, that's not a bad way to do that on the Turbine. That feels dangerous though, but so does, I'm gonna be honest, so does the Matriarch. Matriarch also feels dangerous. Sinatra, I do stream I stream part-time, but then like I also make content part-time, and when you put those together, it's full-time. This is my full-time job, yeah. But I only stream for about 3 hours a day. I use a mic called the Shure MV7. They don't make this one anymore. They made a newer version of it that's essentially the same thing, but it's like it's probably called something a little different now, but the brand is Shure, S-H-U-R-E, and it's the MV7. A lot of streamers use the SMB7, which I'm thinking about getting at some point. Lost 56 pounds since August, not to mention had 2 surgeries in that time and didn't really watch what I was eating during that time. Yeah. That'll do that, bro. But hell yeah, congrats on the 56 pounds. I'm down about 11 right now, I think. I'm kind of at this place now where like I lost a lot of weight initially, which they always tell you will, because you're gonna lose a lot of water weight and a lot of like glycogen or some shit like that. And now I'm like kind of at that place where it's like it'll go down, it'll come back up, but then it'll go down a little further, come back up, go down a little further, come back. It's like it's a downward trend, but it's like a zigzagging downward trend now. Putting out Cokes and drinking just black coffee helped a lot. Hell yeah. I have cut out all snacks. I used to take like a fucking packet, like one of those big like family size packages of Oreos, and eat like half of that package while in bed while like watching Netflix or something as I'm falling asleep. Just cutting that out alone should do wonders for me. That type of shit will do wonders for me. Jeez, let's go, Midnight. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. This little guy, this little dude. I need to make a couple more. I need to make a new version of that. Like the same kind of like face and everything, but just like him doing something different, or like maybe doing like something Arc Raiders related. That's the little dude right there. Actually, I need to make like an animated. I need to get him animated or something. That'd be cool. All right, chat. So yeah, that's the goal today. Is we are going to do some trials and stuff. We're Daredevil 3 right now. I don't know how I have 220 points. I've not done anything. I don't even what do I even have it points in? Oh, I did kill a wasp in a game earlier when I was trying to get a screenshot. Okay, fair enough. Been drinking soda first before and lost a ton, but then I cut everything else out. Now I just eat low carb. See, that's my next step. So I'm just doing calories right now. I am not like, I'm still like, a lot of my calories are still carbs. So like one of my meals is like a pasta and chicken bowl. It's like 112 grams of pasta, which is like probably somewhere around 60 grams of carbs just in that one meal. And then, you know what I mean? Like, and that's just one meal. 60 grams is quite a bit. But then I'm doing that for every meal, and it's still a lot. So I'm starting with calories and trying to get portions and stuff like that under control, and get my cravings under control, which I've actually been really good. I've been really good at having my cravings under control. Next, after that, I'll start doing like macro stuff. Well, I'm not going to cut out carbs completely, but I'm just going to, I eat a ton of, almost everything I eat has some sort of bread mixed in. And it's like, it can be a bit much sometimes. It can be a bit much sometimes. Everything I eat has some sort of bread or potato or something. And it's like, I could do that with some of my meals, but it doesn't have to be with everyone. I do love me some potatoes though. Potatoes are so good. Oh my God, Tessa, we're at 97. Let's go. Let's go. What's up, Jen? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Tanessa, good morning. Good morning. Let's go. Down 60 in just over a year, but getting on peptides about 3 months ago really accelerated. Explain what peptides are to me. Explain what peptides are. Can we do a conversation about peptides without it being about looks maxing and all that bullshit? Because like I saw something about okay, so GLP-1 is like the Ozempic and whatever the other couple of those are called. Eli Lilly is supposedly making, Eli Lilly is a big pharmaceutical company. They're supposedly making a GLP-3, which is going to be like the newest and most advanced version of that. And it's supposed to be like, the results is that like some people have lost up to a third of their body weight or something like that. Jacob, you definitely, you know what I mean? You're cooking with that. Looks manning is crazy. Texas Roadhouse rolls are so fucking good. I have no issue with energy. I eat maybe 20 grams of carbs a day. Yeah. See, the problem with carbs, though, and I will say, this isn't just chatting stream at this point. We're going to get in and we're going to play, but we're talking a little bit. You know what I'm saying? We're yapping a little bit. The problem with carbs, and this is something I've learned, is that for every 1 gram of carbs, your body will hold 4 grams of water. Which isn't the end of the world, it's just water weight. But like if you're trying to lose weight, like for every carb that you eat, you're basically eating 4 grams of water as well. So like if you eat 60 grams of carbs, you're eating like, what's 60 times 4? 320. So you're basically adding 380 grams to your body. No, yeah, that's right. Sorry. You're essentially adding 300 grams to your body then. Jaro, yeah. My dad's on Ozempic. My brother's probably going to end up on it. He's on insulin right now, but the doctor wants to get him off of insulin and onto like a weekly Ozempic or some shit. And that has definitely like helped them out big time. So I have no beef against any of that shit. Chain of amino acids that are already in your body and certain peptides can increase what your body can do for a certain function. Okay. Stay away from semaglutide. They're having issues with it right now. Okay. I'm on retatrutide, desamorelin, Motzi, GHKCU. I don't know what any of that is, but I'm here for it. But I feel like the Retta thing is the thing I hear like all the looks maxers talk about. I'm just like, I don't believe a thing they say. You know what I mean? Lost 85 pounds. That's crazy, Nestor. Let's go. That's a freaking W right there. That's a freaking W. Jen with the 145 stream streak. Hell yeah. That's a W streak. Nestor with the 85 pounds in a year. That's W. And on Zepbound since March, and it's definitely helped me lose quite a bit of weight. W. Lots of big words in chat. We're trying today. Raymond, thank you for the heart, me. Let's go. All right, I'm gonna jump in a game. We can keep talking about this if y'all want to. I'm gonna jump in a game though. Let's figure out. Hold on. What do we want to work on? Which trial do we want to do? We got to decide that. We got to decide that first. In order to do damage wasp, I need to grind snitches. Search husks. I could do this in the same raid that I do this, but like I probably need to split these into 2 raids and spend the time doing them. Where's the best place to destroy ticks? Does anybody know? Probably Stella still. Jeez, what's up, Baron? How we doing? Good morning. Raymond, thank you for the 30 popular votes and the 30 Joan Bears. Let's go, dude. Let's go. Thank you. Stella Seedvault. Okay. Good morning, Raymond. How we doing today? Hammer said he found all 85 pounds that Nesdor lost. I like that. Hail Jome, let's go. All right, let's just do the open containers inside of Spaceport real quick. Let's get that one done. Let's get that one done and dusted. We'll collect some snitch scanners if we see them. Let me take the Renegade instead of the Berletta for this. Woo, snitches do less, wasps more. Oh, I forgot about that. Snitches can drop Rocketeers now. Yes, that's actually scary. That's scary. Okay, good comms on that. That's really good comms. Best strat for the firework project. I got to do that page too. Hold up, I got to do that page too. I still got that one to do as well. Deal damage to any arc using fireworks. I got to figure that out. Okay, we'll figure that out maybe tomorrow. We'll do that. Rather search hunks. True, Baron. True. Love a good man with a good hole cracker collection. I'm trying to build mine, but I also be dying with them a lot. Yeah, Rip Rock. We'll figure that out tomorrow. For my first 5K race at the end of September, never thought I'd type that. No, Nestor, that's fucking amazing. That is fucking amazing. I want to get back to the point where, and I'm not going to do it yet, and I know everybody's probably like, Joan, that's stupid, whatever, but like I want to lose a little bit of weight first through dieting, and then I'm going to get back into being like physically active. Chat, I went to the wrong map, didn't I? I went to Buried City. All right, well, let me do real quick before we do anything. Let me do a plastic parts and a chemical run, and then we'll go do our spaceport. I went to the wrong map. Fireworks wasn't that bad. Couple fireworks boxes and snitch can. Ooh, that's actually kind of smart. That's smart. I like that. Top of abandoned houses in Blue Gate by two barricades, 2 fireworks, trap them in. Okay. Excuses. I don't remember what that's about, but I agree. Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah. A firework box tech that I got from your Discord. Someone posted a video if you want help me figure out. Okay. We're going to do that tomorrow, so save that. We'll save that for tomorrow, but we are going to do that tomorrow. That's exactly how I started. Yeah, me too. Oh, the losing weight? Well, no, I'm going to be honest with you. It's not excuses. It's just a plan. I've lost about 11 pounds just through like counting calories and kind of cutting my portions back and stuff like that. And once I'm comfortable with how much I've done there, then I'll start adding in some like physical activity and stuff. What's up, Smooper? How you doing, bro? Right now, I was gonna go to Spaceport and do the loot containers inside Spaceport walls, but then I forgot that I picked the wrong map. So right now, I'm gonna go look for plastic parts and chemicals in like hospital and stuff like that to make light impact grenades for the other trials later. We'll turn this into a grind for that real quick. Let me loot these while we're at it. What's up, Willie? Good morning. Got my food in check the first 2 months. Well, because that's the thing, right? I don't want to go start doing like physical activity and then like still be eating like shit. And you know, I don't want to try to make too many changes all at once because I want to build habits. I don't want to just like do something for 2 weeks and then get tired of it and switch. So what I'm trying to do is I'm really just trying to get my food stuff in check, and then I will add in the physical activity. And when you think about it, the physical activity will only account for like a couple hundred calories each day if you do that shit every day. Whereas the carb or the calorie shit can account for like 500, 800 calories. Now, if you add the physical activity to that, obviously now you're talking about 1,000 calories a day. But it's like I'm just baby steps in this. I'm taking baby steps. I played Arc Raiders in about a month or more. Fenrir, I need you to get your ass back on the game. Let's go. I will do the impact trial on Matriarch probably. Yeah. Somebody else said they did it. I forget if it was Yodelin or Tanessa or somebody. Somebody said they did it on Turbines, and they also got a decent score. Yodelin, yeah. Honestly, getting treated for ADHD helped me a lot too. I don't chase that dopamine, but I need you to understand that's exactly what I was doing, and I haven't treated anything. I just somehow my brain kind of changed a couple of weeks ago, and I'm able to not think about it like. But like I had a very bad relationship with food. I had a very bad relationship with food. I was just eating just to eat. Like I wasn't even, probably half the time I wasn't even tasting the food. I was just shoving that shit in my mouth and fucking chewing it as fast as I could and then swallowing it as fast as I could and just getting it. Like, you know what I mean? Johnny, thank you. You also have some good raids, man. Have some good raids. I was just getting that shit inside me as fast as I possibly could, and I wasn't even like enjoying the food or anything. I got a new headset and it's wild. I do play the games I do play. I hear footsteps. Yes, absolutely. Hearing footsteps makes it a lot better. Chris, thank you for the 6 GGs. I appreciate that. Like I was just like I was talking about Oreos, like eating Oreos at night in bed or whatever. It's like I wasn't actually eating those because I was hungry. It was just like a dopamine thing, and it was just like just wanting to chew on something while I was sitting there watching TV. Chris, thank you for the heart, man. I appreciate that. Let's go. Thank you. You're the person who really helped me learn how to play Arc Raiders. Thank you. I got you, bro. I got you. I'm sorry that I've not posted a ton more content since then. I got to get back in my flow, but this game's had a little bit of lack of stuff to make content on. I will be getting back into that at some point. But thank you. I appreciate you watching all the content and stuff. That makes me happy. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. It made sure I got 36, 588, but I will repeat, I can do 4. Yeah, I think I could do like a crazy score with that. I agree with that. I'm with you on that. I think I could also do a crazy score on that. This guy better not shoot me. Supreme, what do you mean by that? What was that in response to? I don't remember what I said. You talking about Oreos? Well, I do apologize for that. I'm gonna stop talking about it because I don't want to make anybody else crave anything, because I know that exact feeling when that happens to me all the time when I hear somebody else talking about it. Chris, thank you for the 2 GGs and the 4 high bears, bro. I appreciate that so much. I really do. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, I mean, maybe, I don't know. That's the thing a lot of people deal with. It's not really a new level of that. It's a thing a lot of people deal with. I'm telling you, that's a very common thing. It's a thing a lot of people struggle with. Even people who think they've got like their shit under control, like that shit'll take over your life, bro. Eating when you're not hungry and like having cravings when you're not really needing to be full or anything. I am not on GLP-1. My dad is, and my brother probably will be soon because they both have diabetes. I have not been diagnosed with diabetes. I've also not been to the doctor, so I'm trying to avoid that for as long as I can.
Yeah, all good. Hey, buddy. Let me know if you find any blueprints you don't need. Yeah, this place is gonna be big clean by the time I got through. Yeah. I'm looking for any blueprints I'm kind of new. Oh, good. Yeah, I haven't seen anything so far.
You need a Bettina blueprint?
Do what now?
You need a Bettina blueprint?
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Where you at?
Hey, help, this game is awesome, so awesome, y'all guys. So cool and nice. I'm up here.
There you go.
Hey. Thank you.
I got you, goat. Exactly. You can't get sick if you never go to the doctor. Thank you. Finally, somebody gets it.
Where did you find this? Did you find this new run?
I've been looting down here. I can't remember exactly. I don't remember if it was the security breach or a drawer or something, but it was somewhere down here.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So y'all are able to find blueprints in here.
Yeah. There's a decent amount of blueprints. It's not every single time, but there's a decent amount.
Yeah, you just gotta get this spot first.
Yeah, you definitely gotta get here first. People loot this shit like crazy fast. Yeah, no, my family's dealing with that with my brother right now. He put off going to the doctor for his shit a long time, and he ended up having a bunch of like wounds on his feet, like that he knew about, but he was like afraid to do anything about. And so he let them go way too long, and he's been dealing with that. And so I'm very aware of that, but like I'm in a good spot. I don't think I'm dealing with diabetes. My blood sugar, I don't feel it spike that often, up or down. But I will say that is a big part of why I'm taking like my health into consideration now, big time.
Oh my
God. Back in the day when you had a rough day and you were playing with Polly Pockets and you would take a Polly Pocket show and chew on it a little bit. Good time. Wait, what the fuck is that? Hold on. Halo, what is that? I've never heard of that before. A Polly Pocket? What's that? Blood tests do show a lot. That's true. Now, I will say I probably do have undiagnosed ADHD. That I definitely need to get checked for. I probably definitely have undiagnosed ADHD. Just smoking replaced it with eating. Got to figure that out now. Hey, I'll take, you know what? I'll take eating over, well, I don't know. Is eating actually better than smoking? Maybe, maybe not. Probably not. That's tough. I don't know. Polly Pockets were a toy, and they had these rubber clothes. Okay. I got you. Did anybody else used to chew on like the neck of their shirt as a kid? I used to do that shit all the time. As a smoker, there's no way in hell this is better than eating. I don't know, man. Like, I know that smoking can be bad, and chat, I'm not giving you medical advice, so please don't sue me. But like, I know smoking can be bad, but like, fucking. The amount of fat that's probably surrounding my organs right now cannot be good. It cannot be good. It cannot be good. You know what I mean? No, I hate wet clothes. I didn't do it a lot, but there were definitely times where I would chew on the neck of my shirt for sure. The amount of fat that's probably surrounding my heart right now is probably not good. Works to break down visceral fat. I'll have to look into that. Because I need to do something. How did I get no chemicals out of that building? The fuck? How did I get no chemicals out of there? The arpeggio's really worth more? Damn. Anvil's worth more. Alright, y'all ready for the Kayla strat? Look at that. Easy. Not gonna lie, I ate a lot of chapstick as a small child. Oh, yeah, bro. Nicotine. Well, here's the problem. What if you replace smoking with eating the cigarettes? What if you replace smoking with eating the cigarettes? Then what? Exactly. That was the Kayla strat right there. Through and through the Kayla strat. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Well, then you die. Then you die. Unicorn girl, let's go. How we doing today? Let me get you that sub in 1 second. How we doing? I just boof them. A. Okay, I'm feeling that. That's a vibe. That's a vibular. Unicorn, how we doing? Definitely, after taking that, I noticed my stomach fat lowered after 2 to 3 weeks. Dropped significantly during my 8 weeks taking it. I'm currently on a second cycle. Okay. I'll look into that. I'm trying to do this without any drugs and stuff, just because, you know, as much as I'm not like a conspiracy theorist, I don't believe in like all this shit where people are like, oh, they're doing, you know, the shit's gonna give you autism or something. I don't really believe in any of that. I will say though, a lot of these newer things, they've not been around nearly long enough to have been actually fully studied and like for them to actually know what all's going on. And so I'm cautious of all of it. And I'm going to be honest, I've been fairly drug-free my entire life. I've not had to take very many pharmaceutical drugs for almost anything. Aside from like some antibiotics here and there. And a drink and play, let's go. Unicorn Girl, this game? I know you started playing this, but is this what you're still playing? Ooh, chemicals. Ooh, piece of candy. Speaking of smoking, I got to be honest, I have relapsed, been fully smoking again for 5 days. Prob, we need to cut that out. I won't allow it. I won't allow it. I won't allow it. Gee, square. I know. I know. I'm the loser that's never done drugs. I know. I'm a loser, baby. So why don't you? I can't say the other thing because last time I mentioned anything about that, we got banned on TikTok. Only game I play. COD doesn't let my aunt play anymore for some reason. Only zombies are customs. That's weird. That's very weird. That's a very weird. I'm a loser, baby. So why don't you something me? Benrear, have a great day. Thank you so much for stopping in. I appreciate you. I hate this working late, BS. I know. But either way, I still appreciate you being here. I need you to know that. Baron, they were as well. I was just, you know what I mean? I was not that guy. I was not that guy, pal. Benrear, I still appreciate you, man. I still appreciate you. Kayla, that's a great point. Who's gonna make Tracy her coffee every morning? That's a great fucking point. Yes, Prod, just eat them instead. Don't smoke them, eat them. Don't smoke your cigarettes, eat them. Man, there's so many plastic parts to be had here, but I don't really want to drop anything else. On a bright note, I repaid a cheater the other day and actually got reported a cheater the other day and got my kit back. Let's go. Hell yeah, Janessa. That is a good feeling. That's a good feeling. That's a very good feeling when you get your shit back. Jacob, we'll be here. We'll be here. We'll be here when you get back, my man. We'll be here. Not fun working with a bunch of smokers trying to quit, dealing with that right now. I know. I need you to know, guys, my brother was like a heavy smoker. And one day he just decided he was going to quit, and it took him a few tries. Obviously, he didn't just quit that one day, but he made the decision one day. And after a few tries and like trying a bunch of different things, he finally, you know, whatever worked finally worked for him. And he is, I'll just say he is very much enjoying life much more now than he was when he was a smoker. I think he's very happy he quit smoking. I know maybe that's not super helpful if anybody's trying to quit, but yeah, you got to want to quit. I think that's the thing. Going to my back in the gym today, hurt moving around, getting old. Yes, that's brutal. That's brutal. I will tell you, Tino, one piece of advice. The last time I was like heavily going to the gym, I was like doing really good about it, and then I hurt my back a little bit, and I let that turn into like a taking a week off, and I was like, I'm just gonna take a week off and let everything chill out. That then turned into taking like 2 weeks off, and then I ended up never going back to the gym after that. So make sure if you're going to take some time off to heal or whatever, make sure you go back. Don't let that turn into I'm just going to take a couple weeks off and then not actually go back. Everyone around me smokes. Yeah. That's tough, honestly. When you're trying to make a change, but everybody else around you isn't. It's also another part of why I'm doing what I'm doing is I don't want to be sitting there like picking out on food when my brother's trying to deal with his diabetes and shit and not being able to eat a bunch of stuff. So I'm trying to like be helpful with him with that, but also it's good for me as well. No, absolutely, Tino. Absolutely. You got it. You got this under control. I just like giving you guys a little bit of my personal experience to see if it could help a little bit. Yeah, you got to be strong-minded. You got to have a strong mindset. Exactly. All right, let's get out of here. We essentially got a full backpack of kind of a bunch of the stuff we were looking for. Let's see. We'll come back this way. What's up, Jigoku? Back to Raiders. That's right. I will warn you guys, we're going to be back on the MW4 beta when that drops Friday for like the Warzone part of it. We did the first weekend of the MW4 beta and had a lot of fun with it. We will be back on to the MW4 beta when that comes back on Friday or the 28th, whenever that is, and we will be doing the Warzone part of it. Trying to give up the nicotine pouches right now. They're just too convenient. Yes. Very, very, very convenient. That's like the thing that these companies are maybe the worst thing they've ever done is found how to be so damn convenient with shit, right? Like honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you, all those like food companies that give you like these like easily closable like pouches or like the Oreos where like the plastic folds up and then like folds back down with like the little adhesive or whatever. Like that shit being so convenient like is probably led to me eating way more Oreos than I ever probably should have in my life. If that was less convenient to eat, I probably wouldn't eat nearly as many. Oh. This is the guy I give the Anvil blueprint to. This is the guy I gave the Anvil blueprint to. That's on Forge. That's sad. He was so happy about that. He was so happy. Dragonfly, good morning, Dan. How we doing? Good freaking morning. That's sad. Poor guy. Good stream today. Today's been a good stream. That was first raid of the day. Pretty good stream. We're having a good time. I talked for like the first hour of stream, it feels like. We've been live for an hour. So we talked for probably 30 minutes, 35 minutes, and then we went into a raid. That is sad. Poor guy. Nabil, good morning. How we doing today? Truly believe coworkers who want to have a full-blown conversation at 7 in the fucking morning are actual serial killers? Yes, I agree with that. That's true, Dan. You're spot on with that. Like, I'm sorry. How are you so energetic right now? What's up, Starfire? How are we doing today? Sheesh. All right, chat. Let's go. Not a bad little raid. Not a bad little raid at all. Sell a little bit of that. We'll probably sell the Anvil splitter as well. Take that. We'll sell this as well. Keep that. Keep that for now. I'll probably turn that into chemicals at some point. Keep all that. Keep that. Let's go do one more of those. We'll go back to Buried City. We'll do one more of those. Morning person, my fiance isn't, and that just pisses her off. Hey, you know what I mean? At that point, now it's your job to play, like, blast Shania Twain at 7 in the morning and wake her up. Blast some Shania Twain at 7 a.m. in the morning and wake her up. Sheesh. What's up, Finesse in the play? How you doing, bro? You said PvE players are the best. That's true. That is true. What's up, Weibo? You mainly focus PvE? Yes, I am a mainly 99% PvE player. We'll have the random day where we decide that we want to PvP, but like, it's like 99% PvE. What's up, Covenant? Good morning. How we doing today? That's some narcissistic shit. Well, look, I'm gonna be honest with you. You know what I mean? Sometimes you gotta do it. Sometimes you absolutely gotta do it. I'm a morning type of person, but even I ain't trying to have an extended conversation in the morning. I say I'm not a morning person. Leave me the fuck alone in the morning. I'm a mow the lawn at 8 a.m. kind of guy. That's crazy. That's insane. That's insane. Rip Dolly, yes. What's up, Jen? Yes, yes, yes. Rip Dolly for sure. What's up, Hyped? How you doing, bro? A job interview didn't ask me questions, just talked about the factory and a tour. Do you think that's bad? No, I think that's, ooh. I was going to say I think that's good, but now that I think of it, like, maybe you got there and they're just like, okay, this guy's definitely not getting the job. Let's just, like, talk to him for a few minutes and get him out of here. But it also could mean like that, like they want you badly and they just immediately are gonna, you know what I mean? They didn't even bother with interviewing because they just know they want you. I don't know. That's a good question. I can see that going either way. You go back to Arc Raiders after you got tired of Call of Duty beta? No, I'm going to be honest with you. I am actually missing the Call of Duty beta a little bit right now. But the Call of Duty beta is no longer open and it will open back up on Friday. So we're back on Arc Raiders now. But I will say, while we were playing the MW4 beta, there was, you know, still part of me that wanted to play Arc Raiders too. In there for 30 minutes? That makes it even harder to really fully know whether that was good or not. I'm gonna game until 3 or 4 a.m. and be up moving by 8 to 9. That's crazy, Deftones. That's insane to me. That's insane to me. I can't game and then fall asleep. I game and then I'm up for like 4 hours after gaming. I cannot. This is why, like, as much as I love Jacob, Tessa, and Prod, I wish they were like daytime gamers or some shit and forced me to game during the day. Because my God, man, gaming till like 3 a.m. is like awful for me. Opinion on MW4 beta? I actually really liked it. I need you to understand that I spent my entire like last 5 to 6 years making content on Call of Duty, but also complaining about Call of Duty, and coming to Arc Raiders and then going back to going back to Call of Duty after being on Arc Raiders for like 8 months. Going back to Call of Duty, I just enjoyed playing it. I didn't feel this need to like get online and be like, this is every single thing that's wrong with the game. Devs, if you don't fix this right now, the game's dead. I didn't feel that. And so, oh, God damn it, Unicorn Girl. Yes, I need to get that. Let me just do that right now while we're at it. I need to get that. Let me just do that right now let me do that. I was gonna do it in between games, but then I forgot. There you go. And so I didn't really feel any need to like complain about the game. Yes, there were things that probably need tweaked. I can perfectly say absolutely there's things that could be done to make the game a little better. But like I feel like I was able to come back and play the MW4 beta with like a kind of a clear mind of like, is this game enjoyable to play? Yes. Are there things that need to be changed? Yes. Is it going to kill the game if they take their time changing them or decide not to change them? No, people are still going to play the game. And so that's kind of my take on it. It's just like, it's a good game. It's an enjoyable game. There's things that, yes, they should tweak, but it's like, it feels like a good product. I was playing 4K on 200 frames per second. The graphics looked fantastic. The guns feel amazing. The movement, while slower, felt pretty good. There was some clunkiness to it with the slide animation. Most of the clunkiness about it was like animations and a little bit of like when you're sprint to firing or slide to firing, there's like a transition delay in there that makes it a little bit hard to like slide chow around corners or like sprint around a corner and chow somebody, which, I mean, granted, that's, you know, some people would tell you then you need to slow down a bit and not be just full sprinting around a corner at somebody. But if you want my just in general overall opinion of the MW4 beta, is I had fun. I think it's going to be a good game. I'm very curious to see how it feels on Warzone with this next weekend of the beta, because that's what's more important to me. I'm not a multiplayer player, so I can't really give a full opinion on multiplayer because I'm not a multiplayer grinder. But when it comes to the Warzone side of things, I'm definitely very interested to see how that plays. You had a blast. Me too. I had so much fun with it. I didn't ever feel like ragey to the point where there was no point where I was like, this is fucked up. I got to get off. You know what I mean? We ran into a couple games with cheaters in them, and that was certainly an issue. But like there was no point where I was like, this one thing in this game is pissing me off so much that I need to log off. Where previous betas have done that to me. Previous betas have pissed me off. And so I don't know, I was pretty happy with it. I am a big Arc Raiders fan. I am. Robin's still looking probably. Yeah, and then there's things I hope they tweak, right? Like, again, some of those slide animations and stuff like that, sure. Absolutely. I hope they tweak it. But if they don't, then so be it. That's just how it's going to play. It doesn't ruin the game for me. But then I kind of come back to Arc Raiders, and I will sit here and complain endlessly about Arc Raiders, but then I got to come back to Arc Raiders with a little bit of the mindset of like, okay, this game's fun to play. Yes, there's things I hope they tweak and I wish they would change, but it's like, you know what I mean? Aside from just giving us content, there's not a lot that I really think that they need to change about this game right now. Let's see. You aren't awake in the day and immediately start streaming. Yeah, well, that's the thing is, Jacob, I would, if you guys were on before I streamed, I would 100% play with you guys in the day. I would wake up like early to play with you guys, and then I would stream after. If all three of you were like, hey, we want to play during the day instead of at night, I would do that for sure, 100%. I would change my sleep schedule. Have you seen the Gamescom show today and the news about The Witcher 3? I have seen that Witcher 3 Remastered's coming, but I don't know anything about it, and I have not seen that. I just saw like a tweet from someone saying that it is coming. But I don't know much about it, if I'm being honest. That's worth 5,000. Jacob, I will do that as long as you're not staying up and then staying up to 10 to game and then going to sleep. I want you to also go to sleep and then wake up at 10, and then I'll do that with you. Now what? How about that? How about that? Drop the frag? No, I gotta keep this. We're doing trials later for these. And yes, I could craft them easily, but we're gonna hold on to it for the time being. Honestly, I probably should drop it if I'm being honest, because we can stack more. Yeah, I'm gonna drop that. That's good comms, actually. Jacob, thank you for updating that. We're at 99 out of 100 on the P Plus chat. 99 out of 100. I have seen some of the leaked stuff about GTA 6. I have, and I'm not gonna lie, it's starting to look a little juicy. Looking pretty good. I would 100% game during the day with you guys. We'd probably get better lobbies. We'd probably run into less cheaters. Now that I say that, though, I'm going to be honest with you. If I tried to switch up my schedule up like that, my family would 100% need shit from me during the day, and I would not actually be able to. Yeah, isn't there a Netflix GTA thing coming up soon? Welcome to, no, Jacob, I know. Me and you, we got similar shit going on. Did you stream earlier in the day? Well, here's the deal. I started out, when I switched to this time slot, I used to stream starting at like 9:30 every night, and I'd go till like 2 a.m. or some shit like that. Then I switched to mornings. And then when I moved here, I switched back to like night times for a bit, and then I switched to this time slot. But when I switched to this time slot, I was starting at like 5 p.m., sometimes 4:30, sometimes 5 p.m., and it just slowly inched later and later and later and later. And so my start time in this time slot was supposed to be around like 4:30 or 5 p.m., and now it's been like more like 6:30 or 7 p.m. lately. And I would love to get back to doing the 4:30 or 5 p.m., but that's on me, and I gotta readjust my sleep schedule, and like I gotta readjust some things in order to make that work. I am in American time zone. I'm in the American Eastern time zone in the U.S. What do you consider mornings? I used to wake up at like 8 a.m., 9 a.m., and I would stream at 8 a.m. or 9 a.m. back when I played Warzone. I was waking up at like 8 a.m. or 9 a.m. and playing Warzone in the morning. Oh, I need to go down. Semi-naked Stella Night Raid warm-up time. Let's go. Hell yeah. That's a W right there. That's a freaking W. Yeesh. For me, example is nighttime European time zone. Okay. Right now, it's 8:11 p.m. for me. 8:11 in the evening. I like that, Jigoko. I like that. I'm glad you're able to catch up on the streams and stuff. I don't like what I'm hearing right now. Oh, what the? That'd be perfect for some entertainment at work. What, do in the morning? Or like going a little earlier, like at 4:30 or 5? Oh yeah, no, I'm not doing 8 a.m. again. That was awful. I actually enjoyed being a morning person. I enjoyed waking up and like being, but like that was just awful. It made it so like it was hard for me to game with Jacob and them because they game from like, again, like 9:30 to like 2 or 3 a.m. And so I was like having trouble doing that and then being able to also wake up at like 7 or 7:30 and be on stream at 8. That was not fun for me. I enjoyed, like I said, it was cool. It was cool doing the morning thing, but this is great for me. You start at like 3:30, 4 p.m. my time. Yeah, that's a W. That's a W. That's the tough part though, is like everybody's got a different situation that they need. You know what I mean? There's probably a bunch of people that don't watch the stream right now that would if I started, you know, at 4, and you know they miss it because they're starting to do dinner on the East Coast or whatever. They're starting to do dinner right as I go live, and they can't really watch. That's always the tough thing, right? $9:40 p.m. for you? Where is it 9:40 p.m. at right now? What's up, Chad? How you doing, bro? Where in the world is it 9:40 p.m. right now? That's true, Baron. That's true. Yeah, I really do wish I had the like willpower to go back to like my 4:30, 5 p.m. stream start, but that's just gonna take some doing on my part. 1:13 a.m. for you. It is 8:13 for me. JRP, you're in England or some shit, right? You're probably like in the UK, in it, bruv. You need a defib? I got you. Where you at? Call out. Where you at, bro? Are you on top? Are you outside?
No, we got him.
Okay. What if I still want to shove my defib in him?
I mean, I'm down.
What? So what are we doing?
Newfoundland. Okay. Fair enough. England, brother. Really difficult to please everyone in terms of time zone schedules and all. Yeah, it's always a challenge. I will say this is our best time zone that we've ever, or like time frame that we've ever had from like view counts wise. This has worked perfectly for us for a long time now. So I'm pretty happy with what we're doing now. The only thing I would do is tweak it a little earlier if I could. The more Easter Coaster time zone is crazy. That's crazy. Easter Coaster. Long as West Coast is happy, everyone's happy. Well, to be fair, yeah, that's true. We gotta please the West Coast. You know what I mean? Sheesh. What's up, Cope Slays? How you doing? We gotta keep the West Coast people happy. They will flip out on us if we don't. Yeah, we'll drop that. Fuck it. Yeah, no, we're doing okay. We're doing what's best. I just, again, I'm for my own personal reasons, I want to get back to where I'm like 4:30 or 5, but that's going to take a little too much work out of me, and so I'll probably just not do that. But we'll be okay. We'll be all right. We're chilling. All right, we'll hit hospital for the last of the chemicals that we can find. What can I drop for? Yeah, we'll drop this. We'll do one more stack of chemicals and we'll finish this stack of plastic parts and we'll get out. Sheesh. Yeah, Jupe, but it's been like that for about a month and a half or 2 months though, right? Like yesterday's nothing significant. It's been like that for a while now. It's kind of holding steady where it's at, no? You okay over here? Fireworks are dangerous, my man. Be careful. Is Bill Murray on right now? It's like, for some reason, my audio is completely down. That's really weird. I normally have the audio high enough for me to hear it, and I don't hear it right now. Oh, yeah, there it goes. Okay. Love me some Bill Murray. What's up, K, baby? How you doing? How we doing? How we doing? Sheesh. Take that. Do. Take that. What's up, Finessing? How you doing, bro? One more sub for 2 months in a row. Let's go. Yes, we are very, very, very close to having that done. Yo, does anybody need defib blueprint?
Nope, not me.
Thank you, Nesdor. I appreciate that. What's up, Arnex? How you doing, bro? Ooh. What's up, homie?
Hey.
Of course, Nestor. Of course. Our next, yeah, it's been a good day so far. It's been a good day. We're grinding for the materials for impact grenades right now, so we can do the impact trial. Yeah, big time rip Dolly. That's sad. That's sad to hear. That is life, unfortunately, though. It's all coming to an end for all of us at some point. Let's go. Sheesh, mish, fish, tresh, kish. I don't know what that means, but I'm here for it. I like that. I like that. Okay, so that's worth considerable more amount than that. Take that. Take the chemicals. All right, that's a full stack of chemicals. Where we at? We could take like 21 more plastic parts. Nice pickle. That pickle's clapping cheeks right now. It's throwing ass. We got three things to say. God bless America. God bless our troops. And gentlemen, start your engines. What a great drop that is. Is that the drop in that song, or is that the intro to the song?
Is en route.
I think it's the drop, right?
Closing. You have 10 minutes to return to Speranza. I repeat, 10 minutes.
Yeah, Kevin James did the best one. Yeah. Only Sheesh would go crazy. I actually agree with that. Only Sheesh would be a good name for the stream. Sheesh. Yeah, it's another Bill Norrie song, but it's the drop on that song. For some reason, I always think it's the intro, but it's definitely, yeah. You're right. Well, there's got to be more plastic parts in here for me. Come on now. Damn, they gooped it all, bro. No random, but have you heard Will Ferrell's son's music? He's such a proud dad too. Always showing. Yes, I have listened to I've not like listened to them fully, but I've seen clips of them come across my Twitter timeline, and so I'm like aware of it. I'm aware of it. What's his name again? What's his son's name? Finally done with school papers. My hands are useless now. I'm typing this with my toes. Hell yeah. Are you on a keyboard or are you on your phone? Because you could sell that for money at this point. You know what I mean? Oh, I forgot we can buy impacts. How many impacts can we buy? Can we buy all of them? A lot or no? I'm just going to hatch out. Jome, what the hell? Look, I'm a business-minded individual. I'm thinking money first at all times. I do not like Battlefield 6. I have played it. I spent a good amount of time playing it. I do not like it, and I am not allowed to talk about not liking it, if that makes sense. I will be yelled at. Magnus, that's right. Yeah, he's pretty good. Oh my god, Ruby. What key do you want me to unbind for this next game? Let's go. W Ruby. Sell that. Sell that. Not a bad little haul. Little 50K. Recycle these. Learn to consume that. Probably my like trigger button. Could you imagine? Well, ooh, that would actually be really bad because then I wouldn't be able to drag anything. I don't think. I got to think about that. IBCam, thank you for the hydrate. I was going to drink anyways, but the flashlight one, since I always hit it. Don't play mouse and keyboard. Well, just like, what do you think would be the most annoying? Should have named him Mugatu. I don't even know what that means. I don't even know what that means. The shooting one? Okay, all right. Well, hold on. It's Ruby. Wait, hold on. It's Ruby's. Oh, that was his character in Zoolander. See, I don't remember that. I don't remember that guy's name. I remember the character. I don't remember his name. I will say the shooting one's a good one, but we'll let Ruby pick. Nabil, out of those three spaghetti. But I like wings. I like hamburgers, but not cheeseburgers. All right, let's go. Let me get another key real quick. Whew. Oh. Jeez, Chad, I can't believe we're on 99 out of 100. That's a fucking W. Let's go. Also, just a reminder, we are on the bonus subs thing because we're streaming Twitch dual format, because we're doing vertical and horizontal. They're giving us bonus subs on 5 gifted subs. So for every 5 gifted, they're gonna give us a bonus gift sub. Reverse your controls, like W, not be W, something real hard. Okay, I got you. Let me think about that. Let me change my forward and backward keys. How about that? How's that feel? I'll change my forward and backward keys. You okay with that? I'll change my forward and backward keys. I'll swap them. So move forward will now be S. And this will now be W. Darren, I will yawn if I want to. It's not my fault that yawning's contagious. Don't blame that on me. I'm gonna yawn if I want to. All right, this is gonna be real fucking weird, dude. This is gonna be real weird playing like this. Let me also... Okay, I'm gonna do one more of those because I feel like we're gonna need a lot of light impact grenades. And I really need to film this because I'm gonna put this in a video. All right, we're going to go right back to Buried City. I'm not going to loot nearly as much stuff as I normally would, like all the other good stuff. I'm just going to be looking for chemicals and plastic parts. Starting to get sleepy and then abuse my medication, and yes, it'll be your fault. I blame Jacob, if I'm being honest. I blame Jacob 100%. 100% we're blaming Jacob right now. 100%. Thank you for the 13 likes on YouTube. I don't know if those are likes or thumbs ups, but either way, everybody on YouTube, thank you for hitting the like button and the thumbs up button. I do appreciate that. I do appreciate that. Well, Baron, again, at this point, we could just blame it on Jacob. You know what I mean? Oh, this is going to be so weird, bro. This is going to be so weird. That's so weird. That's so weird. I'm not, like, imagine I'm gonna get in a fight with like a Rocketeer and be very confused as to why things aren't working. Oh, that's odd. I should have inversed the oh god. I should have inversed the left and right as well. Jacob cut himself on his thumb. I don't know if you read that. No, I missed that. Jacob, what'd you do? I'm looking back. I don't see. Here, let me just do it this way. This is the easier way to do it. Oh, opening a package and say to myself, I know better than having a knife pointing at me right before I feel it sink into my thumb. Ooh. Ah. Okay, this is so awkward. This is genuinely so awkward, bro. Orange chicken ravioli. Ooh, okay. I see you, Jen. I had Chick-fil-A right before I streamed, and then I don't know what I'll have tonight. I need to mix it up and do something different. This is so weird, dude. What the fuck? My brain wants to push forward, but I gotta pull back. Can we get an L Jacob? Go forward, bro. Can we get an L Jacob command and an L Jome command? Okay. Kids totally had an actual dinner of homemade pizza. I had Oreos. Hey, that's a vibe right there. I don't need that. That's a vibe right there. We'll take the light impact. Like, I'm able to figure this out. Once we start fighting something, that's when things are going to be a little bit weird and dicey. Or like if I have a pop like get up on me and I gotta like dive forward, but then I accidentally go backwards or some shit. I don't like this at all. This is very confusing for me emotionally. had a bag of change orange chicken yesterday and I hated it. The breading on the chicken was so soft. Oh, yeah, that's no bueno. That's no bueno. Brother, which... Oh my God. Put it in reverse, Terry. I have a better idea, Jacob. Let's hear it. Let's hear it. Let's hear it. God damn it, bro. I'm like, why am I not moving forward? Unhinged. Okay. All right. All right. I've got it sorted now. I got it. I got the feel for it. I got the feel for it. Okay, Jacob, that's actually good. I like that. But I just want to walk forward. Just let me go forward. Like, we're just picking up a bunch of BS that I don't need. Ooh. Okay. This is the remastered 2026 Oregon Trail. That is true. That is true. This is also a Battlefield stream. Wait, did somebody ask me about Battlefield? I know somebody asked me a while ago about it, but like recently or no? I have to genuinely think about everything now that I have to like click a different button to move. I have to like stop and think about like switching to my gun and switching to my pickaxe and oh, it's so awkward, bro. Reverse check is crazy. Can you explain how the extra skill points catch-ups works? I'm kind of confused. Give me like a starting point of like where you're starting at. Like what's your situation? Have you done expeditions? When you've done the expeditions, have you done all the skill points from the expeditions? So you're on 2 expeditions. So the catch-up points thing is for the expeditions you've done, you can, and let's say you did expedition number 1 and you got all 5 skill points. You did expedition number 2, but you did not get all 5 skill points. Let's say you got 2 out of the 5 skill points because you didn't have enough money or whatever it was at the time. And now you're working on expedition 3. Expedition 3 may have still been a money thing, or maybe it's the damage thing at this point, but Expedition 3, you will be able to do Expedition 3 currently and do all of the stuff you need to do to get those skill points. Set that aside. The catch-up thing is you can now go back into Expedition 2, and with your 3 million points or space dollars or whatever, you can now go back into Expedition 2 and grab the rest of those skill points. If you didn't do Expedition 2 and you're now doing what, you know, Expedition 3, you're actually doing Expedition 2, and it's like, it's a different thing. The catch-up is only if you did an expedition and didn't get all the skill points for that expedition. That's all the catch-up is. The catch-up isn't going back and getting stuff for expeditions you didn't do. You just have to do those expeditions, and you're going to be behind everybody if you didn't do the expedition. Does that make sense? So you have like Expedition 1, and then you have the skill points. Expedition 2, the skill points. Expedition 3, the skill points. You could do Expedition 1 and get no skill points because you didn't do the requirements for it. And so when you moved on to Expedition 2, you could do Expedition 2 and the skill points, and then also go back and get the skill points from the last one. Yeah, I know it's not money anymore, but it's like, is the catch-up still money, or is the catch-up damage now as well? I think the catch-up is low-key still money. Or no? I don't know that answer. I don't know that answer. I'm gonna let y'all figure that out. Yeah, max skill points is 16. I have 16 extra skill points. Even if I do keep doing expeditions, they capped off at 16, which is, in my opinion, stupid. Yep, ketchup, mustard. What's the mustard? You guys get the vibes. You guys understand. You guys understand what's going on here. God damn it, I forgot about the keybind. Yeah, Ambio, if it is, like, I'm down, but like then other people said it was still money, so I'm gonna let you guys handle that. It doesn't, you know what I mean? You'll have to look into that for yourself, but just know that that's how that works, is you're going back to look for other skill points. I don't have an answer for you on that. We can take Ambio's word because Ambio's never wrong about anything, but also if you feel like going and looking it up yourself, you can. I won't stop you from doing that. Oh, how do I say no to trinkets, bro? These trinkets are worth so much. I also need the seeds. We don't need that shield. Oh my God, Ruby, I keep going backwards. I'm always wrong. No, Ambio, you're always right. If it's still money, it's 300K for space dollars per skill point that you're going back to catch up on. If it's not money and if it's damaged now, then I got no idea. I have no idea how many it is. I feel like I'm backing out of a parking spot. I go backwards and then I go forwards. What is wrong with my brain, bro? Nope. God damn it. We were buying my time for my very first expo and just happy to be there. Let's go. Wait, so you've not done any of them, Tacticat? That's crazy. That's crazy. 124 or 122. That's worth more. Okay, we don't need the alert. That's crazy, Tacticat. Okay. Fred, what do you mean by that? Expand on what you mean by that. I'm not sure what that means. What you end up with like last 7. What's that mean? Went into a raid with a purple key room. Room was looted already and found another copy of that key. Okay, that's actually insane. That's insane. 2 music albums if you want to stack them. Do I have 2? Oh, go back to the first locker. Okay, I will. Yeah, because I probably left that. Are you talking about the first locker down here? Ah, there we go. There we go. I'm starting to get the hang of the keybind here, by the way. What's going to fuck me up is I'm going to go put it back to normal, and then I'm going to be even more confused. I get that tactic. I have no beef with that, by the way. I'm not trying to judge you. I just thought you were one of the ones who was doing it. Ambio, thank you for the hydrate. Let's go. Cheers, bro. Thank you for the hydrate. Like what do you use the points on? Ooh, that's a good question. I can show you my skill tree after this. I can show you my skill tree after this. Oh God, I've trapped myself. I have always been keyboard and mouse for Arc Raiders. I started Call of Duty on controller, but I switched to keyboard and mouse. And then I came to Arc Raiders, and I was already keyboard and mouse at that point. And so I stayed on keyboard and mouse. All right, let's see what we can get rid of here. I don't need that, so we're going to take that. We're looking for plastic parts and chemicals. Yeah, Fred, I'll show you here in a second. I'd have to look at it. I'll show you what my skill tree looks like. I also have turtle crawl as well. I went for security breach. I did all that. I'll show it to you in a second, though. Now, I will say there's 2 other crawling skill points that I would get before I get turtle crawl, but this time around I decided to get turtle crawl as well as the other ones. There's one that lets you crawl faster, there's one that lets you bleed out slower, and then there's turtle crawl, which lets you take less damage while you're downed. And that's more of a PvP thing in my opinion, but if you're fighting like matriarchs and stuff that stomp on you while you're downed, then it can be very helpful there too, so that's why I took it. Yeah, I've got the crawling fast one maxed out. What's up, Aloha? How you doing? Yeah, anybody in chat still need the subway skin? Aloha sounds like he has one that he would be willing to give you. No, that's exactly what I was talking about. Is the minute I needed to like dive out of the way of something, the key binds was gonna fuck me up. I knew it. I knew it. Can't add subway at the moment. Interesting. That's really weird. I've not tried to add mine yet. Who was it? Who gave me mine? Was it Nestor? I can't remember who gave me mine. Ambio? Maybe Ambio. It was Ambio that gave me mine, right? I haven't tried to add mine yet. I need to do that today, probably. What's up, Deftones? One more sub to reach P+. Yeah. Is the new Mafra good? I've seen a couple of like the reaction channels like post videos. I've not watched them yet, but I've seen like the thumbnails and stuff. So I definitely need to check that out. It's really good. I'm not that big of a fan of Jutes, the person that she's covering. I haven't really listened to enough of his music to like fully know if it's something I would like. I just see his TikToks and it's just him doing vocal runs on stage. It's like I want to actually hear like an actual full song from him. So maybe she would be a good introduction to Jutes for me. Because like the only thing I know of Jutes is just oh my god, what the hell, dude? Is that he just does like he posts clips on TikTok of him just doing like vocal runs, which is cool. He's very good at it, but it's like if you want me to listen to your songs, you gotta post more than that. Good song in general. Okay, I'll check that out. I do love me some Mafra. Did we just? Oh shit, Hercules! Thank you for the tier 1. Let's go, Hercules. Thank you for the tier 1. Hell yeah! Did that just get us to 100? We are at 100. We hit 100 for the second month out of the 3 that we need. Let's go. The Pops want my ass today, and you know what? They can have it. They can have it. Thank you, Hercules. I appreciate that so much. Thank you for the tier 1. Hell yeah, that's a massive freaking W. W to everybody involved, by the way. Oh shit. I'm probably not going to do sub games this time around. I'll probably do more of just like an in general community night thing like we did last time. Because we did the sub games and we only got like 2 people that really wanted to get in on it. And then we immediately turned it into like community games, and that went much, much better. I think that ended up being a much more enjoyable experience, was doing a night of community games or whatever on stream. Because I know you guys do them all the time with yourselves, but doing them on stream kind of was like a W. Thank you so much, Hercules. I appreciate that. Pops are annoying, but you know what? That's part of the game. That's what keeps the game a little bit spicy. Massive freaking W. Everything updated. That's 2 months down, 1 more to go. Let's freaking go, bro. Let's freaking go. 100 out of 100 is insane-o, dude. We got 1 more month, and then we don't got to talk about that shit for like another year. Then we don't got to talk about it for another year. Unless you guys want to go for the 300, and then we can talk about it even more, but I don't want to do all that. I'm ready to be done thinking about it. What happens with 3 straight months? So basically we would then qualify for Twitch's Plus program, which basically gives us, instead of a 50-50 split, we get a 60-40 split. If we were to hit 300s points for 3 months in a row, we would get a 70-30 split, but that's for much bigger streamers than us. That's for much bigger streamers than us. Jones Nips gets shown at 3 months. That's true. Now, 60-40 split at the current level of money that I make on Twitch is not that massive. It's the difference of I mean, I guess it's worth it. It's the difference of $50 probably. But if I was ever to get to a point where we were making, really good money on here, that 60-40 would be massive. Yeah, maybe we'll do a community night or something since we hit that. Maybe the last night of this month or something. Yes, better in my pocket than theirs. Exactly. Bro, these keybinds, Ruby, these keybinds are so weird. It's my brain knows that I'm supposed to hit this button to go forward, but it feels like it feels like the game's pulling against me. Oh, that's so awkward. I'm turning that off immediately. That's so weird. It feels like I'm trying to go backwards because I'm pressing the backwards button, but the game's pulling me forward. Very, very weird. I didn't like that at all. It's funny, but I did not like that at all. It was very awkward. There we go. All right, sell that. That's probably it. Okay. So I'm going to convert pretty much all of this into down to chemicals. This will go to oil, but that's going to go in my inventory, so I'll have to go grab that in a second. This will go to batteries and chemicals. This will go to oil and chemicals. Hold on to that. This will go to oil. This will go to that, which will then go to chemicals. All right, let's come in here now. Let's take these down to the crude explosives. Take these all down to oil. Take these all down to chemicals. So now we've got a ton of chemicals, a ton of plastic parts. Probably need more plastic parts, but we've got seeds we can do that with if we need to. So let's see what we can craft now for. Let's see what we can craft now for light impact grenades. Okay, this actually works out kind of well. We need maybe a few more plastic parts, but let's see what we can do here. All right, so that's 99. Should be able to do 2 stacks of 99. All right, so I would need 32 more plastic parts. No. We should be able to get that many plastic parts just in seeds. All right, beautiful. Now, how much do these lead impacts stack for? That's the real question. How much do they stack? Stacks of 5. Okay, that's a W. Oh, that's way more than we can carry. This will be enough for like 2 solid attempts at this. This will be enough for like 2 solid attempts at this, probably. Maybe 3 solid attempts. I mean, that's a lot. That's a lot. Let's put on a blue shield. Let's even see if there's a matriarch on right now. Otherwise, we might have to wait a second for this. We may have to wait for this. Let's see what map conditions are even on right now. There is a queen on right now. I don't know that. Would that be as good? Would the queen be as good for that? Go with that. Ooh, craft and raid for best efficiency of chems, but I'm too lazy. Ooh, yeah, that's. I probably should have done that, but that's okay. That's all right. That's all right. Yeah, Fred, here you go. Here's my skill tree. Here's my skill tree. So yeah, I have down but determined, which is when you're downed, it takes longer before you collapse, so you bleed out slower. I've got crawl before you walk, which is when you're down, you crawl faster. And I've also got turtle crawl, which is while down, you take less damage. And those three combined should really help. Like if we get downed in like matriarchs or stuff, it'll help us get to the exfil faster. It'll help us get there. Like if we're running out of time, it'll help us get there faster. It'll also help us be able to crawl more without having to stop as much. And then also when we're underneath the matriarch downed, this will help us with like getting stomped on and stuff like that. I also went for security breach. Let me move my camera here. Let me turn my camera off. I went for security breach as well here. And I got all the stuff that's required for security breach. And then I've also got a little bit of mobility as well. Pretty good amount of mobility as well. He's doing pretty good, Shacklefors. My brother's doing pretty good. He's doing pretty good. He had a doctor's appointment today. Basically, the whole thing is he's got diabetes, but he had a bunch of like foot wounds and stuff that had showed up. And he didn't deal with them for a long time, so they kind of got nasty. And he was real worried he was going to lose his foot. He ended up not. Didn't even need knee surgery. Antibiotics took care of most of it, and now it's just like wound care and dealing with that. And he's like got one wound left that they're dealing with, and it's like in really good shape. It's like in a really good spot now. Sheesh. You put one into slide. I also put one into slide. I put one into sturdy ankles. Normally I fill both of these up, but I'm putting less into these and putting more into like the crawl stuff because I feel like that's more useful to me. All right, there's 7 minutes left on this. Let me see what's next. Hold up. Let me see what's next on the events. We have matriarch coming on next. Let's do a matriarch in 7 minutes. We'll do a matriarch in 7 minutes. Let's get this loadout built the way we want it. I'm gonna need the snap hook. We're gonna have blue shield. I'm gonna need. We need to fill up on heals. I'm not gonna take defibs this time. I don't think. We'll take this. I'll get some more of these in a second. I would also like to take. How many is this? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90. This is 90 of these. I'm going to take one more stack in here. I think I'm going to only take one gun. I'm going to only take one gun. That'll give us the ability to take basically 100 of these. This will give us the ability to take 100 light impacts. That's 4, 8, 12, 16, 19, 20 times 5 is 100. Yeah. That's 100 of those. Let me get some. Let me get some of these.
Welcome. Mind the cables. Those are probably safe.
No, I don't do any of this stuff up here. This one would be an interesting one if I ever put enough points in to get it, but like loaded arms I don't really care about. The breaching an object generates resources, I don't care about that. Repair gun. I am not planning on shooting my gun enough for it to, you know what I mean? Down to Raider today by accident. I'm not gonna shoot my gun at all in this raid. I'm gonna be getting on top of the matriarch, popping the top off of it, trying to get inside of it if I can. If I can't, then that's not a big deal. But I'm going to be throwing light impact grenades at it. Love loaded arms allows me to carry more. It's like, okay, I understand the reason for it, but consider this with loaded arms. It says your equipped weapon has less of an impact on encumbrance. So it allows you to carry a little more, but it's only your equipped weapon that it's impacting, right? And so for me, like the Hull Cracker, certainly, if I'm running the Hull Cracker, it'll make me whatever, but like the Berletta is not a very heavy weapon. and which is what I usually have in that slot, it's not it's not as if this makes all the guns in your backpack less whatever, you know what I mean? Did Vaults dodge and heroic? That's how I did mine, Baron, for like the first probably 3 expeditions, and that was a lot of fun having all the movement and stuff. But definitely the down stuff has helped me a lot, specifically just because I go down so much. If you're using this, then yeah, carry the heavier weapon, the heaviest weapon you have, because that'll help. But for me, it's like I understand the idea of it, but like Deftones, don't look at me side eye like that. Don't look at me all side eye like that. Chat, we got 4 minutes till Matriarch comes on. I haven't done a Matriarch in a minute. I want to say we tested that out, by the way. I want to say we tested that out. I can't remember. I feel like we tested that out and it didn't have that much of an impact on us. No, maybe we didn't. I forget. I can't remember. Exactly, Deftones. Yeah, true. Without Survivor, especially, you need that stuff. Absolutely. Bettina Hullcracker for the win. Okay, if you're carrying Bettina Hullcracker, I understand taking the loaded arms then. I understand that fully. Yeah, don't suck this. That's right. Hey, I do. And you know what? That's okay. That's okay. I do be sucking. But you're getting security breach, I'm always undecided on what I want to upgrade. That's how I am. Like, I go security breach first, obviously. I get that as quick as I can. I go these two first. I get these two first. Then I go security breach. Then I usually try to get this one, the proficient prior, so I can get, break into stuff faster. And then I'll split the rest of my points between whatever I want here and then this side of this. All right. Let's go. Let's freaking go. I can't believe we just crafted that many. We just crafted like 220 light impact grenades, bro. 4, 6, 7 times 4 is 21. Yeah, that's like 210 light impact grenades. No. 280, 100, and then 28. Yeah, 220. Jeez. Move my cam. I got you. Hold up. What do you need to see? I should do that, Balls, but that's okay. That's all right. Yeah, I know. Everybody's saying I should have crafted them in round, but we'll be okay. We'll be all right. Saw the new trailer for this new stage tour game, and it looks so badass. What is that? Oh, you want tree? Okay, I got you. Hold up. I can show you tree. Hold on. I'll do this real quick. Hold up. Okay. Thing is, like, trying to min-max how many of these I can make is not a big deal because we already have way too many. I basically have 2 full Matriarch raids worth of attempt of this, and I'm only really going to need 1. I got you, Deftones. Sheesh. 12 stacks of chem, 8 stacks of plastic. But how many does that make in round? Do you know? How many does that make in round? Shackleford's, I agree. All right, let's go. Where are we going to be at? Where's this going to be at? This is going to be on Spaceport. Spaceport Matriarch. Let's go. $200. How's that work though? Because like, if you've got a full backpack of you then wouldn't have enough room for all of the impacts unless you're crafting them 5 at a time and putting them in quick use. Unless you're purposefully leaving some spots open. That's that too. All right, let's go. Let's go. Oh, I gotta change my keybinds back. Shit. Okay, that would have been really bad. That would have been really bad.
A matriarch has been spotted near your location.
Let's go. We kind of spawned opposite side of the map, but we'll get there.
To go anywhere near.
We'll get there.
And always keep a close eye.
Actually, no, we spawned kind of close. We're good. We're good. We're good.
To that location.
We're chilling. Got someone last night with a Hulk Cracker again. Damn. Damn. Just seen some Cantina sweats doing it. Yeah, I mean, certainly if you're trying to grind for Cantina, that's probably the way to do it. I'm grinding for Hotshot, and the content I'm trying to make on this is less about like how you get the most possible points and like get every single ounce out of this as possible. It's more trying to help people get the 3 stars and showing them what it takes to get 3 stars, and then you can also get like a decent score after that. Little by little, when you empty a space or 2, then you craft 10 or 15. See, but I feel like that just takes so much time. But I guess, you know, if you can end up throwing 200 in a full raid, I guess that certainly makes sense. I've also seen somebody who, when they do these matriarchs and stuff, they do it in solo trios, and it gets them a little bit, slightly less competition for dealing with the matriarch. When solos, you get a full lobby of 20 people in here all doing it. In trios, you get like maybe 1 or 2 teams total. I probably should be photoelectric cloaking, but that's okay. Oh, it's looking at me. I'd like to see if it'll turn around and look at something else, and then I'll jump up on it. There we go. No. I need to get a hook onto there. Okay, we got it. We got it. All right, let's knock this off. One more shot or 2 more shots. No. No. You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me, bro. Oh my God. Wait. I swear to God, bro, these people are fucking stupid. Thank you. Oh my God, bro. He almost just got me full killed. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Let's finish healing. All right, there we go. We got that. Now we should be able to chill right in here. Let's get healed up. Now let's start putting these in here. Start yeeting these things. All right, we got to get back up. Not get stepped on. Okay, we're chilling. We're chilling. Not get shot by the Bastion. That's something we got to avoid. Not get shot by the Wasp. Put the heels back on. Again, we got to watch out for that Bastion on the other side of us. Okay. Go back up. Now, luckily, other people are fighting this, so it's going to be less interested in bucking me off of it. We can catch back on. Hopefully get back up. Nope. That's okay. Let me get my snap hook back. Let me fully healed up real quick. I did not bring nearly enough heals for this endeavor. All right, let's go. Let's go. Who could have seen this coming? Not me. I couldn't have seen it coming. Okay. Oh, no. 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 I never bring enough heals. That is true. That is true. I never bring enough heals. All right, let's go. Oh, fuck it. Let's loot this while we're here. Okay, somebody already did it. Can I get it? Can I get it? Let's go. We'll check score here in a second. Got 2 more of these and I'll heal up. Let me get inside real quick and heal up. I didn't think I was going to take that much damage in this raid, but here we are. All right, so score, we have 8,000. That's actually not that good. That's not as good as near. Oh, thank you. Dude just put heals on us. That's not nearly as many points I was hoping we would have here. Yeet. Yeet. All right, we're cooking. Oh. He's trying to get me off of it. We just impacted ourselves. As one does. All right, let's heal up real quick. We're chilling. Yeah, when I'm healing, I probably should try to get inside of it, right? But then when I'm throwing them, I need to get a little bit outside of it so I don't impact myself a bunch. Okay, let me refill. All right, we're chilling. What would happen if I stood right there when this thing closes back down? Would that hurt me, or would it just like force me inside of it? Oh, you can't get me off. You can't get me off of here. I am on here for good. Let's go. Oh. Ouch. Ouchies. Ow. Double ouchies. All right, let me heal. Let me heal. Let me heal. Let me heal. Oh, it's almost dead. It's almost dead. I got to get back to throwing him. Let's go. We only got like 20 more of these. Sheesh. Hopefully it doesn't die. We have 3 more. 3 more. It's dead. And we got the core. And we got the core. And we got the core. Let's go. W. W. And we got the freaking core. Let's go. Sheesh. Yeah, when helium moving nades get inside, that's actually really good comms. That helped out a lot because there was a couple times I was trying to move nades and I was getting it was trying to yeet me off. Oh. Oh. Poor guy. Good work, everybody. Good work. Good work. Good work. Everybody put in an honest day's work. Genema. Absolute Genema. Now, the smart thing to do would be to, if we had done what you guys were talking about, where we brought in a bunch of chemicals and plastic parts and crafted in-game, because now we'd still have some left over and we could go fight bombardiers and stuff. But just doing the matriarch itself got us 24,000 points. Just doing the matriarch ourselves, or just the matriarch alone, got us 24,000 points on that. And so I'm going to go ahead and back out. I'm going to lock in that score. I'm not going to risk getting down when nobody else is in here to help us or whatever. Although somebody did just get downed over there, and I kind of feel bad. Wait for me. Good work, everybody. Good work, everybody. Yeah, we got to get out. We got to get out. 24,000 on the score. 24,468. Could we do a little better if we hit? I mean, we threw every impact grenade we had. So with a full bag of impact grenades, we got about 24,000. If we were to try to min-max it with the chemicals and the plastic parts and crafting in raid, and we could get maybe 200, the problem is about 100 is about what killed the matriarch, just because other people are fighting it as well. So we would not have been able to use more on the matriarch. What we could have done is stayed in the raid longer and went and fought bombardiers and bastions with them. But at that point, you're going to get maybe a couple extra thousand, I think. I don't know that you're going to get enough extra points from the bombardiers and bastions and stuff to make it worth staying in, risking getting down by a bastion. I'm going to take the 24,000 points from the matriarch and just be happy with that. And we got 3 matriarch cores out of it. Listen to this, I get my ID renewal thing in the mail and it says renew online. I go online, it tells me I'm not eligible to do that and to make an appointment. I go make an appointment online and it says they aren't taking appointments at this time. Now imagine having to do all of that when they're going to make you do voter ID. Okay, we got a blueprint that I think we need. I don't think I have this one yet. And we got a photoelectric and an anvil for that. And again, here, I'll show you guys the score, 24,468 for that. Not too shabby for our first trial of the week. Not too shabby at all. Yeah, I agree. I have one word as well. Burn it all down. W. Freaking W. That's a good raid right there. Jeez, what's up, Daniel? Did we get what? Did we get what? That's 4. Wait, 4 what? Oh, 4 words? Oh. Burn it all down? Yeah, well, that's how they get you. That's how they get you. That's how they get you. Okay, repair that. That was a W raid. W raid, everybody. Oh, I didn't mean to recycle that, but here we are. W raid, everybody. W raid. We'll take that. We'll take that. I don't need that. We're actually going to sell that. Poor guy lost his goop. We'll put all these back in here for now. We'll just get regooped up on everything, and then we'll figure out what we want to do next. We'll figure out what we want to do next. Sheesh, just got a new ID like last year or 2 years ago when I changed my name and updated my pic. So why can't I do it on? It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. And none of it makes any sense if I'm being honest. Like, it's the same thing with the IRS and taxes, right? They know how much I make in a year. They don't need me to tell them how much I made. They should just send me a tax bill and that's it. I shouldn't have to then go like tell them what I made. They should tell me what I made, and then I should be able to say, okay, let's say I made $20,000 last year. I'm just making up a random number. Let's say I made $20,000. That's cool. That's my income. Now I get to go tell you my business expenses and we're done. You take my business expenses. You determine how much I got to pay you. Don't make me have to do all the mental math and the calculations on that. They have all that information. Stupid. It's stupid. They have all that information. They don't need me to tell them that. They don't want to pay the people to do it. Okay, W. That was a W raid. Let's figure out what we want to do next. Put the Beretta back on. Did I end up? I do need this. I did need this. That's a W. I'm glad we got that. I still need the extended light mag blueprint. Does anybody know where to find that? Like, what's the best place to look for extended light mag? Because I need that. We need to grind for that one day.
Fountains running today. Well, trickling, but water's water.
Stella, Blue Gate electromagnetic storms. Where at though? Just random or electromagnetic storm? Damn electromagnetic storm. What about Stella electromagnetic storm? Village random. Okay. Okay. I'm hearing you. What score? We got 24,468, I believe. 24,468 on the damage arc trials. Let me. And we are now in position 2 on our leaderboard. Okay, sorry, I had to get a clip of that. Power generation complex, damn electromagnetic. Okay. What if I take a power rod into damn electromagnetic and just loot the whole power generation complex and do the power rod room? How does the Stella electromagnetic storm work exactly? Well, it's like, it's all electromagnetic-y and stormy, but like you're inside, so you're protected from all that. But it's still an electromagnetic storm. You're just protected. No, it's not a real thing, but like imagine if it was. It's like a night raid. It's still Stella. You're still inside. Sheesh. Yeah, we'll take a power rod in. Let me see what map conditions are on right now. Hold up. We do have electromagnetic storm damn battlegrounds on right now. Let me do that. Let me take a power rod in. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Oh, I didn't want both of those. Just want one, bro. We get a little more ammo.
You look like you need more than luck.
Chuckers, what are you asking?
That's gonna come in handy.
0 trials means PvP noob. What do you mean by that, Zach?
You know this door hatch closes. as
Expand on
easily
what
as
you
it
mean by that.
opens, right?
Deftones, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Do you guys not hear music today? There should be music. You guys haven't heard it this whole time? Oh, Baron heard Bill Murray earlier, so y'all should hear the music. Well, Shackleford, so we're going to damn battlegrounds, to the power rod room in the power generation complex, and we're going to loot all of that. Now, if you're asking how the power rod room works, I can explain that. I'm just not sure what you're asking about how what works. Zach, I'm still waiting on you to expand on what you mean by zero trials means PvP noob. Because if I'm being honest, I feel like you got it completely twisted on what's going on here. If I'm being honest, I feel like you got it completely twisted on what's happening here. Also, let me... Like, is he saying I have done zero trials, so I am a PvP noob? Because, like, we just did a trial. We got 24,000 points on it. And also, this is day one of this trials week, so of course I've got 0 points on trials. We're doing the trials now to get our points on the trials. You're just catching me before we've started on them for the week. But also, just because a PvP player doesn't do trials doesn't mean they're a noob. PvP players are actually pretty good at this game. All right, so we are currently number 2 on the leaderboard. We can't let this guy beat us. We can't let this guy beat us. Until it comes to fighting Ark, sure. But if the PvP players spent time fighting Ark, they would get good at it. You know what I mean? It's not that they have no talent. It's just that they have never spent time doing it. Think about that. Think long and hard about that. I'll stick up for the PvP players in this game. I will. They're not all bad. They're not all bad. All right, let's go. No key in this. Long and hard. Let's go. All right, W. Okay, so we recorded that, so that could be a YouTube video, and then we'll do another trial today as well. That's why I lose it when Shinya complains about wasps and fireflies wrecking it. Well, the thing is, I understand the concept. It's like when you're playing Warzone and you're trying to fight a team, and then you get third party by somebody who has nothing to do with that fight. But that's the game you're playing. You're choosing to play Ark Raiders. There's wasps and hornets and shit like there for a reason. You know what I mean? So it's like I get why you don't like it when he complains, but I also understand like you're just trying to focus on fighting the team in front of you, and all of a sudden you got a hornet on you or whatever. That shit sucks. But that's literally the game you choose to play. Because the thing is, when he's fighting another team, that team probably gets fucked up by hornets and wasps and fireflies and shit too. So it's like it goes both ways. It's not as if they're just targeting him. And he probably takes advantage of that all the time. That's how PvE players feel about being PvP'd while doing the harvester. That's true. I get pissed off when I'm trying to fight all the Ark and then someone shoots me in the back. But that's the game we choose to play, right? That's how this game is. That's fair. That's exactly right. All right, now we spawned opposite side of the map for trying to hit this, but I think we're still going to go here. I think we're still going to look for it. Do you guys think hurricane mode with the hurricane caches would be good for the light mag 3? I will say that's an interesting dynamic to think about, is like the PvE players, the aggression-based matchmaking makes it so your PvE lobbies, you should never really have to deal with too many PvP players. However, the aggression-based matchmaking does not make the PvP lobbies get to avoid Ark. And so I can sort of understand there's like a little bit of an imbalance there between like what a PvE lobby means and what a PvP lobby means. PvP lobby, you're having to fight Ark and players. PvE lobby, you're just having to fight Ark for the most part. Might have that Deftones. Let me know if you do. I'm still gonna look for it this raid, but if you have it, I'll certainly probably take that maybe. And just avoid having to spend time looking for it, because that's like the one thing that I actually really need. I don't really need much else in this game right now. I'd love to find it on my own, because just like everything, I don't really like taking stuff from you guys. I like being able to show people that you can find stuff in this game and it's not that hard. But I still want it. You know what I mean? It's like the one thing I don't have that I really would like to have. That, you know what? If I'm being honest, that's what I should put in the Ermel Trader is Survivor Blueprint, Snapbook Blueprint, and then like extended medium and extended light mag. I didn't think about that last time, because those are things that I actually probably should be crafting quite a bit of. and they benefit you on more than just one weapon. PvE lobbies always have at least 1 to 2 PvP players. Just they don't have. They just didn't get the opportunity. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, I will say I've had lobbies where I'm almost 100% there's not a PvP player in there. Like we are in extreme friendly lobbies. But there are times where it's like we'll run into 10 straight friendly players in a raid, and that 11th player is not a friendly player, and that doesn't mean that's a rat lobby or a PvP lobby. It's just a good lobby with one bad person in it, right? Yeah, probably. We'll be here. Lightweight stock as well. Lightweight stock's a good one. It's one that I'm not all that like in need of. If I have it, I use it. But like the Light Mag 3 for me on the Berlettas and stuff is like imperative. I need that. Added stock's good as well, but I'm okay not using a stock at all. What's up, homies? Did you guys do the power rod room already?
No. Yeah, we did. Sorry, we did.
Either of y'all have a Light Mag 3 blueprint by any chance?
I don't on me, brother.
Okay, no problem.
Sorry.
No problem. Maybe they didn't have security breach. I need to go loot the spot that Prod likes, the snap hook spot, because I need another snap hook for next season. I ran right by it too. What did we take damage from already? Did we take fall damage or something? Pick the burlet up. My crotch! That's actually true. That's true. Little fall damage coming from the... Oh, yeah. We dropped down on that ramp thing. Yeah. PvP players are lazy that are too lazy to craft things or loot things. I know there's a lot of PvP players that pay like their community members, like their viewers and stuff. I don't know how much if they actually pay them how much, but like I know some of them pay some people sometimes to like craft herbals and stuff for them. Which like if you like I think Tasha, who's in our community, she does that for a few PvP players. And I don't know, I can't remember if she said if they pay her or not, but like imagine if they did, that would actually be kind of cool. Oh, okay, Deftones, your crotch is Prod's favorite spot to loot. Yes, that is true. I know that about Prod, and he would be proud of that fact. He would be proud of that. All right, let's go. Let's go run back there and see if it's been touched yet. And should we loot in here too? Well, that's what I'm saying, exactly, because like the PvP players don't have a lot of time because they're spending 12 hours a day fighting. They don't really have the time to sit there and loot up herbal bandage materials. Maybe they should. Maybe we should all like bully them into, spending the time doing it. But like, if they have somebody in the community member who's willing to do a forum, that's, I mean, to me, if I was a PvP player and I was getting decent sub money because I'm streaming 12 hours a day, that's like a good business expense to pay somebody to do the herbals and stuff for you. Yeah, it's the equivalent of leveling weapons in COD for Pros and Camo Gray. Exactly. That is 100% true. Shit, I would do that shit for money. PvP and loot and do trials, but I only PvP duo or trio. Okay. I I like that. Let's go. What's up, Scorpion? How you doing? You bitch. You mother flippin' bitch. All right, let's go. It's also harder to loot and grind benches when you're exactly. When you're in full PvP lobbies, getting like lobbies where you can actually loot and like grind and stuff like that is very difficult. That's why I have no beef if they do that. You know what I mean? Now, maybe we should tell them to, instead of 12 hours a day, they should spend 8 hours a day and then spend the other 4 doing all that. But it's just like, I understand it. If people are like wanting you to be online, just me alone, like I stream 3 hours a day and you guys are already always yelling at me that you want more Jome stream. Imagine if I was a PvP player and let's say we had 1,000 viewers. People in chat would 100% be like, Jome, why aren't you streaming more? And it's like, I understand from a PvP player perspective, it's like, okay, well, I'm going to stream more and I'm going to PvP more because that's what people want to see. I'm not going to spend my time on, you know what I mean, doing the other stuff if I can get somebody to do it for me and pay them a little bit. So we're doing the expedition. I'm worried about losing everything I've grinded for. Matthias, here's the deal. If you've not done any expeditions, I say do it. Every time somebody comes into my chat, it's like, I don't know if I should do it. You know, I'm worried about having to re-grind everything. And then they do it. They come back every single time. They're like, oh my God, I'm so happy I did that because it made the game fun again. It made the game fun again. We want more Jome. Stream has nothing to do. That's true. Unfortunately, there's not more Jome to offer. You know what I mean? Jome's got only so much to give around. Honestly, Prod's not here. Prod went to the gas station or whatever, but like Prod's the type of person that should absolutely offer to grind camos and like weapon levels for people, bro. He is a grinder to the core and absolutely can make some money doing that for some people. Oh, it's not looted yet. It's not looted yet. Wow, snap hook. Okay. That's sort of what I was hoping to come here to find. Obviously, I want the Light Mag 3, but the whole reason you come here is looking for the snap hook. So snap hook is something you can find here in this spot. We are currently right here in the primary facility underneath, like kind of between control tower and primary facility. There's like the big spillway opening thing here that you can come in through down here. And then the tower that you can't see it here, but the big main tower is like right there. And you can find snap hook blueprints in here in electromagnetic storm all the time. Bang. Bang. He's 100% with that. I did my first expo and it was fun for me again. That's not to say you guys aren't currently having fun with the game, but I'm just saying if it feels like it's gotten a little stale for you, doing expedition is a great way to like reinvigorate the game for yourself. To kind of like bring back that fun and like grinding all the workbenches again. Having a reason to run around and do different stuff in the game. You play off stream ever or only on stream do you play? Okay, so here's the deal. Right now, at this current juncture in time, I only play on stream. But that's because I have gotten back into playing Warzone off stream, and that's like 4 hours of my night that I spend playing Warzone off stream, and I've been grinding a little bit of Warzone ranked play. For probably the first 6 months of this game, I would play 4 hours on stream, 3 to 4 hours on stream, and then I would play another 3 to 4 hours of Arc Raiders off stream. But I have been mixing Warzone back into my rotation, and that's taking up a lot of my time. I would probably still be grinding this game off stream for the fun of it if I didn't have Warzone to go along with it. Maybe. I can't really tell you that for sure 100%, but because there's always things when I log on stream to do stuff, there's always stuff that like I'm like, damn it, I wish I had more herbals right now and I don't have time to grind them on stream because I don't want to do that right now on stream. And so I definitely have stuff that I need to be doing off stream, but Like I said, I've been grinding a lot of Warzone lately and having fun with that. Why don't you stream Warzone when you play? It's just not as entertaining for me to stream that as this is for some reason. Because I kind of have to lock in more, like what we're doing right now, right? Me being able to respond back and forth to the last 2 to 3 messages you sent. I wouldn't really be able to do that during Warzone because I'd have to be too locked in or else I'd be dying every time I read chat. And so doing this gives me the ability to have a more engaging like back and forth with you guys. And I think that makes a lot more people enjoy watching the stream. Whereas like on Warzone, I just kind of got to shut the fuck up and just be sweaty. And it's just like, I don't know. I don't feel like that's beneficial to anybody involved. It only really works if you're actually like one of the top players and like people want to watch you play and like watch you be good. If you're just like an average player like me, people want to engage with you and talk with you, and I can't really do that in that setting. Okay, a little Jolt Mine blueprint that we don't really need, but I guess I'll take and sell it. What have your lobbies been like? Perfectly 100% friendly today so far. We have not had a single PvP player today. All right, let's get out of here. Where's our exfil? Let's get the hell out of here. We'll try another electromagnetic storm for the power rod room real quick after this. I'll come back here again one more time. What if you're a below average player though, Joan? Well, then that's... I mean, to be fair, like there's the kind of, with Warzone, I'm like the worst possible situation for trying to stream Warzone. Imagine like if you're a bad player in Warzone, you can make a Warzone stream entertaining, right? If anybody's ever watched Sally as a Dog, and I'm not saying he's a bad player, but he doesn't treat himself like a sweat, and he can make a a full 30-minute game with only 3 kills be entertaining because he's just funny and he doesn't care about being sweaty and getting a lot of kills. He cares about being entertaining. I'm in like the middle ground where I want to be good, I want to be sweaty, but I'm also not that good, and so it's like this weird thing where nobody gets anything they want out of that. With the tier 2, let's go, Prod. Let's fucking go, Prod, for a freaking 12 months, a full ass, whole ass 12 months. Let's go. A full ass, whole ass 12 freaking months from the Prodular. Let's go, Prod. Thank you so much, man. I do appreciate that. Many more to come. Let's go. W. Big time sub hype.
Thank you, Raider.
You're welcome. I didn't do anything, but I'm taking credit. Hop in, fellas. The water's warm. We're waiting on... Yep, that's all. Wait, there's one more. There's one more. Come on, bro.
Come on, Raider.
Hey, buddy.
You're coming.
Get in here. Yeah. Sheesh. I'm not paying Prod, but I was just saying Prod could grind camos and stuff for pro players and probably make money doing that. We get half a day of work tomorrow. Can't wait to have free time. Let's go, dude. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Many more to come. All right, that's a W. That's a W snap hook right there. That's a W freaking snap hook right there. Oh, no. It's going to do a screen optimization. I can't stop it. I can't stop it. Chat, the button, you know, like the little button on the back of your monitor that you can like select the menu with? Mine broke off and I can't press the button, and it's like threatening to do a screen optimization right now. And I can't stop it.
Orientation briefing begins every hour. Miss it twice. Get stuck with sanitation chores.
Chat, I need like a thing that lets me control the monitor without the buttons. I need something on my PC that lets me control the monitor. Unplug it, plug it back in. That's actually really smart. Hold up. Where's the power button? Yeah, a remote would work really well. But do they make remotes for okay, what just happened? Now I'm confused. Do they make remotes for computer monitors? Bro, now it's on the wrong screen. It's on the wrong... How do I switch which screen it's on? There's not a setting to change which monitor it's on, bro. Am I tweaking? What's up, Soul Clips? How you doing? Am I tweaking? Let me just quit the game, I guess, briefly. Sheesh. Prod, I need you to know it's been done. It's done and it's over. It's already, you know what I mean? I'm not letting it do it midstream. I'm not waiting 10 minutes for that shit. Thank you for the nice wallpaper. Yeah. Unfortunately, you're just seeing the blank screen from my OBS capture right now. Hopefully this opens on the correct screen because I did not see a thing in there that would let me choose which screen it goes onto. Okay, there we go. W. I'm honestly actually just going to buy a new monitor at this point because the button on the back is a real problem. Well, I don't know how long it actually takes. It just pops up a message and says, we need 10 minutes. It probably would go faster than that. But either way, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. All right, we're back. We're back. Let me make sure all my settings are the way that I want them. Okay, yeah, we're chilling. Should I be on Transformer? I think that's what we were on. We'll leave it on there. All right, we're chilling. All right, we're going to keep that because that's going to go into the Ermel. I need to grind Ermel at some point, by the way. I need to grind Ermel. Ooh, our backpack is full. We'll just sell the rest of this stuff. What can we get rid of here? We don't need the light impacts anymore, I guess. Since I'm pretty much done with that. $37,000. Ugh. Gross. Okay. Learn to consume that.
Reminder, any unauthorized tampering with power lines is prohibited. Looking at you, Sector F.
Looking at you, Sector F. All right, we're chilling. Let's go do one more electromagnetic. We'll try and hit the power rod room. We'll try our best to hit the power rod room for this. Finally made it to Cantina. Samurai, can you tell me, because I've never talked to anybody who's Cantina, how many points did it actually take? And the problem is you have to stay in Cantina now in order to get credit for it, right? It's not just hit Cantina once during the season. You got to finish the season in Cantina, right? Like, what's the leaderboard look like for that? Because is it different? Does it tell you like a cutoff? Does it show you the top 1,000, or does it put you in one of the Cantina like leaderboards of like 100 people? Are there like 10 100 person Cantina leaderboards? Is it just 1,000 person leaderboard? That sounds. What are you doing currently? There's 7 pages. Okay. Sucking hotshot and motherfuckers are 85K on my leaderboards for top 8. Yeah, it's crazy, bro. It's crazy. I have never tried to go for we actually spawned in a good place for this. I have never attempted for hotshot. I have only, or for Cantina Legend, I have only ever gone for hotshot because I just do not have the brain power to like try to min max that shit and go crazy for it. Cantina is 1,000 person leaderboard. Samurai just said it's 7 pages of leaderboards. But is that all still one leaderboard, I guess? Cantina fit these nuts in her mouth. She can. Oh, grinding safe spots. I got you. Yeah. That's what I need to do. I need to do that big time. Then the next reset, you get 9 sections, but it's only at 7 right now because people like me who are in Cantina haven't put up a score. Got you. Okay. I hear you. I guess we should probably loot this, right? Once you're there, you got to grind. Yeah, see, I would try to wait and hit it for the last week, rather than getting it mid-season and having to grind for it constantly after that. That sounds awful. Oh God, that Rocketeer's looking at us. That Ronkatonka's looking at us. What's up, Smooper? Many still didn't start the trial. Are you talking about Cantina people? 10 pages. Each page has 100 places. Okay. That's kind of what I was curious about. Oh God, why am I lagging now? Thing is, it can still see me in here, right? Definitely till last week. That's what the majority of people I know from last season Cantina are doing. Yeah, okay. That's what makes sense to me, at least. You score 100,000 each week, you'll stay in Cantina. Okay. 100,000. But that's hard now, right? Like 100,000 now is hard because you don't have the 2x modifiers on like night raids and stuff now, right? You no longer have the 100x, or sorry, the 2x on night raids and stuff. Sheesh. Shackleford, are you complaining about my music right now? Mission Trials didn't suck so much. Like, why do we have to kill Wasp back to back? I know. I hear you on that. Yeah, exactly. You don't get the 2x anymore. Like for probes and stuff, we used to be able to get like 72,000 points on search probes. Or like some crazy shit. But to be fair, I will say I do all my trials solo. I could do a duo or trio, but I do most of mine solo. Didn't they say they were gonna make it so that you couldn't, like, your duo scores didn't only counted as solo or whatever? Like, so even if you worked as a duo or whatever, only the points you got counted as a solo? Or as a solo counted? Isn't that what they said? Nothing gives 2x modifier now. Not anymore. You run solo, by the way? Okay, fair enough. I will say I do not grind this nearly enough, and I don't want to, if I'm being honest. I got many other things I'm focused on. Score last week 123k. This week I'm aim on 150. Let's go, Smooper. Oh, it's only certain. I thought they said that they were making it like that for all of them so that people couldn't like grind trios and duos. And if I'm being honest, and this is just my take, and I know you said you grind duos to try to help with that. My personal opinion is if you grind it as a duo, you should be put into a duo leaderboard. I think duo leaderboards and solo leaderboards and trio leaderboards should be separate, and there should be like a cantina for each one. What's up, user? Yes, it is. I think there should be a leaderboard for each one. In fact, if I'm being honest, this October update, that's something they could put in that would be really freaking cool. It's very hard as a solo to keep up with duos and trios. And it wouldn't even be that hard for them to... I mean, I guess you'd have to figure out, like, what if you grind one of the trials duo and one of them solo and one of them trio? How would you split that up? You'd have to figure that out, but... All right, let's see if we can find another snap hook or something. Again, I would really love the Light Mag 3 here. Liam was here yesterday, Creamy. What's up, dude, by the way? How we doing? Grinders and solos still compete against duos and trios, but not many duos and trios can survive at the end. That's true. That's fair. That's fair. Never got into PvE lobbies, so I watched a clip about being friendly. Bro, it's not as difficult as people make it seem, and you just got to stick with it. It's a grind. You can't think of it as like something easy, right? Cleaning trials only works if the game had the player count to do it. Yes, absolutely. It would be difficult for them to do it now, and I do recognize that. But I still wish they would do it. You know what I mean? Maybe instead of 1,000 for solos, 1,000 for duos, 1,000 for trios, maybe you make it top 250 for each one or something like that. You know what I mean? So then it's still the same amount of whatever. What's up, dude? I don't know. I just think there's things they could do. You know what I mean? Because like if you think like a top 250 for solos, a top 250 for duos would be 500 people, and then a top 250 for trios would be 750 people. You'd have to figure that out. Well, no, never mind. That wouldn't. No, never mind. It would still be 250 of each. It would not be 750. Although unless you did top 250 like squads, where one squad counted as one place, but you'd still do it player by player. Yeah, Jigoku, they are much better about it now to where you no longer match against those people unless you want to. There's a choice that you can go in and choose to do that, but it's no longer forced on you. Ooh, padded stock. I think I have that already. Yeah, we have that already. But we'll take it. All right. Couple more things to loot here, and then we'll just get out of here, and we'll go do another trial. Sheesh. Okay, that's actually shitty. We don't get that. We got shafted. Let's go. Unlearn BP and bump. I'm actually going to not do that out of principle, is that I know I'm not going to die in this raid, and so I don't need to do that. I am so confident that I will not die that I am not putting that in my ass. I'm not doing it. Probably would be more PvE in duo and trio if a leaderboard for. I think that would also lead to that a little bit. Yeah, I do agree with that. This week I finished 285 in Cantina. Let's go. Hell yeah, Smooper. Hell yeah. I choose peace over violence. Yes, Jigoku. I'm the same way. I am PvE only. More people would have stayed for trials if they made that change in the early. I think so. I think made that change, but also other things, right? If they had juiced the trials a little more in like making them a little more interesting from a challenge perspective, giving better rewards. Like imagine, because like what do we get for Hotshot and Cantina? Just the skin? Imagine if they actually gave real rewards. Like you get, if you finish Cantina, you get 10 Bobcat 4s fully leveled or whatever, you know, fully decked out, full attachments and everything. Like whatever. Like imagine if they gave actual like decent rewards for that. Mine is the day where Jones shot a man in the back as he ran away after promising not to shoot him after the guy defibbed him twice. TV only, exactly. Like in Brazilian servers, not only do they shoot on sight, but they're teaming, the matchmaking's broke. That's brutal. Queue into North American servers. It's a lot better here, I'm going to be honest with you. Yeah, give us fun ones. I will say, the like getting struck by lightning one, people were pissed about that, but I low-key... yes, that probably was LG. I was actually going to do some more trials, but I didn't realize it was 10 o'clock. That is definitely LG. For me personally, it's like the lightning one. Yes, it was frustrating. People probably got really mad about that, but it was different. It was unique. It was like it was actually a bit of a challenge, right? You had to strategize about the best way to heal yourself and like, yeah, Jacob, to who? Who we going to? Sheesh. I got you. I got you. We can do that. We can do that. Can you start it or do I have to? Chat, we're going to raid Unicorn Girl. We love us some Unicorn Girl around here. Is she playing Ark? I think she said she's only playing Ark these days. Did it work? It did work. Wait, hold up. You can. Wait, that's a W. Wait, but now I don't have the button to start it. It doesn't give me the button to start it. What? It's treating me as like a raider with the raid rather than me as the raider. That's funny. All right, I'm out of here, chat. GG's, everybody. Thank you guys so much for being here. We'll be back tomorrow for another stream. Love you guys. Make sure to show Unicorn Girl some love. She's an OG in our community from our Warzone days. She comes around when she can, but she works a lot. She's got kids she's dealing with. Go show her some love. Drop her a follow. Drop her a sub if you feel like it. And thank you guys so much for being here. TikTok, Twitch, YouTube, Kick. Thank you guys all. The Twitch is where we're doing the raid. And Raymond, thank you for the 15 Joan Bears. And thank you guys so much. I will see you guys tomorrow. All right. Peace out, everybody. Let's go raid. I'll give it a second here because it's going to be a second. Jacob, do you have a button to click started or no? Oh, never mind. We're gone. All right. Peace out, everybody.